Hello.
Hello and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 593. Wow, we're getting close to 600.
Hell yeah.
Close.
Really,
Very
594.
close.
I'm your host, Barry.
Co-host Anthony.
And Frank.
And Fred.
And we have a lot to talk about tonight, even though we didn't plan on talking about a lot of stuff tonight. We'll wait a few minutes for this chat to get in, but what is going on with all this? Every week, it's
We're
always
trying.
something else.
What's been going on this whole month of April? I feel like this has just been like I don't know what this is.
Microsoft just can't leave well enough alone, these guys. Not for 5 minutes, these guys. Got Weston in the chat. I got Hockey Fan here. We got Kyron, Siren, Ryan, Crying Ryan.
Siren.
What's going on, everybody?
What is up?
It's
What up?
the week of WrestleMania, so you got some WWE footage. You got Stevie Mack in the chat. Yeah, man, I don't know what is going on with Xbox. I woke up to news again. Why am I always waking up to bad news with these guys? Why can't
Try
they
not to
just
talk
be
about it.
normal and just not have a bad day? Holy crap.
Yeah. We try not to talk about it. We don't want to talk bad about it, but it just
I don't want to
happens.
talk about it at all. I'm done with them. Holy sh!
Mhm.
But they're not done with the drama. Bro, these are the guys that keep bringing up their own drama.
Yeah,
Manufactured
it's not,
drama.
good.
Of course, my light fell. All right, there we go. Right, that should help me out.
They can't help themselves.
They really can't
Yeah.
help themselves. They need the attention.
They really again, they have to always do it in like 2-week increments.
Ugh.
You know, it's like last week was one thing, and then this week was just like, all right, we're just gonna add to it real quick. And last week we
phases.
talked about the non-in-person event and then the pro stuff with Indiana Jones. I know we talked about that last week, but that pretty much led right into today with what Perry's talking about.
Well,
It's like,
this really started on Friday when we talked about them. They canceled the Fanfest in-person Xbox Fanfest,
oh right, yeah, we
which
did say
all
it.
of the YouTube
Yeah.
guys and Phil Spencer's boyfriends are all upset about it. They're like, "Oh, we were going to book rooms. I made the Xbox contraceptives. We were ready to go, and they changed it on us. They canceled it, and it's a bad look, and blah blah." Okay. Well, now that they did that, what happened? What happened on Saturday? I'm sorry, not Saturday. What happened last night? Was Tuesday?
Yeah.
What happened last night?
Are you talking about the interview, or that was just
No. We're not talking about that. So last night, GameStop, which by the way,
okay.
I might have a photo somewhere. Oh, I do. That's right. Let's post it on the screen here. GameStop last night said, "Hey, we're no longer lowballing. We're just balling." That's the tweet, which is really messed up because they admitted to ripping people off.
Yeah. Typical.
Look at these trade values. You get $420 for an Xbox Series X console trading credit. That means you rented the console for $80 for 5 years. That's a great freaking deal, man.
that isn't bad at all.
Not bad at all. So everyone's thinking, "Oh, wow, that's a great deal." It's the perfect time to unload your Xbox Series X because Indiana Jones just hit the PlayStation 5 Pro and it's getting the greatest reviews of all time. That is the best place to play this game. From everybody, even Bethesda. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
So, that was yesterday. What happened this morning?
Phil Spencer did an interview, and it was with was it Variety? And I mean, he essentially just said more stuff that we kind of were, we were seeing this come down the road, but he talked about a lot of stuff. He basically just said, this is the next chapter. We're going to be, putting these Microsoft games on the Switch too. Just after shutting everyone out of their, precious game events, live events, which again, we did a whole Xbox complainer show about, talking about that. We didn't even know that was going to happen. And it's just one week led into another week of news. It's almost like this was
but
planned.
what did he do? What did he do this morning? He posted an interview basically saying, "Yeah, we don't care if people get Game Pass or not. It's not for everybody." It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You just had GameStop say, "We'll give you all the money back for the console if you get rid of it." And then he's saying, "Yeah, you should just get rid of it." Like, for the most part, he's basically saying that.
Yeah, like he doesn't really.
That's like a
care what
slap
you
to
do.
the face of the fan base. Yeah, not everyone's going to use Game Pass, and we're cool with that.
Yeah.
Yo, make up your mind. First, you want to sell fucking games. Then you want to sell consoles. Then you want to sell the service. Then you want to do this. Then you want to. Then you want exclusives. Then you don't want exclusives. Now you don't want to sell Game Pass. What are you guys doing?
Very wishy-washy.
Like, for real, what are you fucking doing? That statement that you sent me this morning, I read that and I'm like, okay, it looks like they just want to be a third-party publisher.
Yep.
So how long before they wind down with Game Pass? Because it seems like they're doing that.
Yeah, they just don't really know what they want. And like I said, they're
Bro, they don't know
They-
shit. How the fuck
No.
these guys get dressed in the morning, put their clothes on?
he's complimenting Nintendo over there. It's like, dude, you should be worrying about like
Yeah,
what
he's
you're
playing
doing.
fucking PlayStation in Japan, dressed like a slob. We talked about that a few months ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just like a hobo just walking.
Where's the
into
X
place.
button? It's in the wrong place, huh? Yeah, he looked like he slunked into the fucking place in Japan. The PlayStation was holding him up.
Yeah, it's between that and then like you said, just the whole Game Pass thing. This interview. was just-
RWK Cougar
again,
Man, what's up? Sorry. Weston, what's up?
Very good. What's up, guys? The interview is just very telling of what they're already trying to do, and been leaning towards these last almost, about a year and a half now.
Dude, this guy sucks. This guy fucking sucks, big fat ass. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's Satya. Who gives a shit who it is? This is the guy that's been the mouthpiece for the whole thing. He's told you, world's most powerful console. Exclusives matter. You're getting exclusive. Oh, you're not getting exclusive. Ooh, ABK. Ooh, not ABK. It's like, this guy has told you 50 million fucking different things. He looks like a fucking idiot. If you put all his statements together, he looks like a fucking idiot in the last fucking 3.5, 5 years.
It hasn't been good.
He looks like Kane and Undertaker, Mark Henry,
Big Show.
and Big Show. Kane, Big Show, and Mark Henry, not Undertaker.
Undertaker. He looks like him too, but for other reasons.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, he looks like he belongs in the casket, but who the hell knows? In Minecraft.
Yeah, they really don't know, especially with how it looks just as a whole. It's just not good. It's always something else. It started last week and then it just continued on to this week. And now you got Indiana Jones actually coming out this week.
It's out
on
already.
PlayStation.
Came out
you got
yesterday.
it comes out tomorrow.
No, yesterday. Early access is the 15th. And by the way,
I mean, I think if you get it early, maybe I'm wrong.
it's early access the 15th. And by the way, this game runs better than it does on the Xbox, obviously, right? Because it's pro enhanced.
Yeah.
And they're all telling you that. Bethesda's telling you that. We talked about
Yeah,
that
they-
on Friday.
Yep.
What is going on?
It beats me, man.
Imagine
Yeah,
you went to
I-
a Ford dealer and they were like, yeah, man, Cadillac's awesome. Why are you here?
That's what it feels like.
It's like, well, I'm not going to buy here then.
Well, yeah, why did I come to Ford? Oh, yeah, because we give you free oil changes.
Great.
It's like,
They
that's not
charge
gonna
you
fucking help me.
$5.
Yeah, it's not a he's been doing just such bad interviews and just I mean, it's not like he's not giving information. He's just saying everything that we have been pretty much reading, and then he contradicts himself. So it's like, again, he always says a few things like, all right, yeah, Game Pass this, Game Pass that. And then now with this, he's like, well, I'm not, it doesn't really matter. It's like, well, what have you been pushing for these last few years?
That's
You
why
know?
it's sketchy. That's what leads me to believe that this is the beginning of them saying this is not what we're going to be doing anymore. Because what business sense would it make for you not to be like everyone should be on Game Pass? Like, why would you even make this
What
statement
was their
unless you're a
target
complete
again?
moron?
Yeah, unless you're completely, like completely delusional. Like, what was their goal? How many subscribers did they want? Like, they're not even.
I really think
Near
their
that.
goal is to get you to leave Xbox without them saying we're going to stop making consoles. I
just
really
push
think
you out
that's
of
it.
the
They're
house.
just trying to push you out so that they could be like, oh, well, everyone left, so we're third-party publisher anyway. Just make games.
Yeah, our consoles aren't selling anyway, so let's just, move on.
Dude, you know what, man? Fuck this company. Fuck this company. I'm so fucking sick and tired of these fucking idiots that work there. And he's like, oh, I don't want to leak anything. Yeah, because your boyfriends are going to leak that stuff out later on. That's why. That's not your job. It's those other fucking guys' jobs to leak that shit out.
Oh, but don't invite them to the breakfast. Not anymore.
No, they pay for their own shit and they pay for their own flights.
Yeah,
They must pay
But
for
they
their own
don't-
fucking too over there with this guy.
they just don't want. They just don't want them there in person when they have to go over there.
Well, they don't want to
you
see
know.
him anymore because this is it. It's over. It's over. They're not going to do this no more. Oh, well, there's another FanFest plan. Oh, yeah? Where is it? They're going to announce it later. Just like Final Fantasy's coming to Xbox. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Good luck.
They're cutting all these guys off. It's so
They're cutting all the
obvious.
guys off. That's all they're doing.
I think
Yeah, it's gonna be at Phil's house.
somebody said it last night on Gaming After Dark. Like, now that they're the third-party publisher, it's like Capcom. Like, you don't see Capcom like
I said
flying
that.
guys out. And
I
stuff.
said
Oh,
that.
that was you. Okay, yeah, but that's true. That's exactly right. It's like that's where they're going now. So get used to it.
Yeah, it's again when they kind of waved the flag, so to speak. Ever since then, again, this has been going on for a year and a half now of pretty much hearing about this and seeing how the company is going to start reacting. Sarah Bond nodding her head, yeah, and then it's like, and then here we are waiting for their next event, and it's like, okay, so when something gets announced for another console and these guys aren't in there to fucking raise hell and start throwing chairs like it's WWF, like I don't know, it's so stupid that like they don't have like a real plan. They just kind of like say, okay, like this is what we're doing, but then they also always go back and forth on themselves. So like they have a narrative that isn't the actual thing that you're getting. They just keep trying to make you think like, oh, well, you want to stay on here, you want to stay on Game Pass, you want to pay for all these games that you can essentially get on sale. And then a lot of the games that do come to Game Pass day one, some of them are good, sure. They've had some good releases this year on Game Pass if you count Avowed and South of Midnight. But we're talking about the future here. We're talking about where they're going to be a couple years down the road, and they're pretty much telling you like, yeah, like we have a plan, but they're not like saying it. It's like without all these hints and these weird little interviews that they do. Like they don't want to just come out and say it, but the way they do it is very, like we always said, it's to the shareholders, it's to it's just to appease everybody else that's invested, but it just is kind of a screw you to the fans. So
Yeah, you know what though? I'm sick of this shareholder stuff because listen, I get it. They're a corporation. They got to talk to shareholders. But these
Yeah.
meetings, these interviews, you get nothing from them. You get absolutely nothing from
you
them.
really don't.
It's like, hey man, we're sitting here waiting, okay? We're still waiting for Perfect Dark and Fable and all this other shit. We're sitting here fucking waiting for games you promised in 2020. All right? Where are these games? Oh, we have Avowed and South of Midnight. Okay, well, I played those for a little bit, and they're okay.
Yeah, they were bad games.
Listen,
you
you
didn't
know, a
crap
lot of
on 'em,
people-
you actually played them.
A lot of people piss me off because, like, well, we have so much to play. It's like, do you beat every fucking game? Because I don't. Unless it's really fucking good. I don't beat every single game. I don't have time for that. I can
didn't
put a
beat
few
Indiana
hours into a
Jones.
game. If it's fun, I'll finish it. If not, I got to move on and
Yeah.
play something else.
Yeah,
And I'm not doing this thing where, well, you have a backlog so you can wait for them to make games. Fuck you. Okay? Seriously? Fuck you. From me to you, fuck you. Because you sold me that thing right now. They didn't wait 5 years to release the machine now, did they? No, they released a machine in 2020 with nothing. And we had to wait since 2020, 2021. We got Halo Infinite. Man, I'm breaking everything in here.
Yeah, they made us wait for that one, and it wasn't even.
They just
really
wait a year for the
fulfilling.
launch game. It's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
I'm
Yep,
tired
they
of waiting
literally
with these
gave us-
fucking idiots. Holy shit.
They gave us the multiplayer for free as like an apology, and we thought that was cool for a second until we realized there wasn't going to be more maps right away. There wasn't going to be a Forge mode right away.
Bro, the
there
way
wasn't
that
gonna
they
be
handle
co-op right
Halo
away.
Infinite is just
Trash.
pathetic. It's pathetic. You're a $3 trillion company. You can't get this studio going?
Yeah. No.
You
The
can't
sad
make
thing
one
is-
fucking game?
The sad thing is, there's people out there that actually think Halo Infinite's a good game.
Yeah,
Well,
all the
look,
followers.
If people,
They fixed it.
enjoy-
Really? Because there's the same 2 maps when it fucking launched.
yeah, if
They
if
fixed it.
fans just find a way to enjoy that, power to them, because
They
I
fixed it
lasted
so
2
much,
seasons.
everyone's still playing it right now. 100 million users playing it on there. They're selling consoles off the shelves. Really? Because they're not.
Yeah, I like how I
'Cause they
like
didn't
that
fix
it's fast paced. It's a fast paced Halo game. It's very fast paced compared to how it used to be, and
Yeah,
I did
but
like
it's
that.
bro, the game sucks, and I'll tell you why. That when you're running, it just there's something with the camera.
Float right. It's like
It
the
doesn't
weird,
flow
like-
right. There's like some sort of ghosting when you're.
Yeah,
And I turned off the
yeah.
shaking thing, and it's still there. This game just doesn't play properly, and that's fine because we dealt with it. It's a fun game to play.
I
but
did
it-
play it for 2 seasons.
It's got
That's it.
problems. And
Like
then
you
that
said, no maps.
they didn't. Yeah, no maps, no support. And what happened? But we had to wait. Then we had to wait for this. Then we gotta wait for that. Then we gotta wait for all this stuff. Now games are finally starting to come out. But then where are the rest of them?
Yeah, or they don't perform up to snuff like they said, oh, the Xbox
Apparently,
is going to be.
internally,
you know.
they didn't like South of Midnight too much.
Wow.
It's interesting, right? Because how do they feel about Avowed? Do they even like that one? I don't even.
I don't know. It was hey, it came out next game.
They pushed them like
And it's
they
gonna
were
be like that with-
AAA, quadruple A games.
It's gonna be
And
like
then
that with
zero
Doom.
marketing.
Doom's gonna come out. It's gonna be big for like a month and a half, 2 months. That's it.
I've seen more marketing with Doom than I've seen at least with like South of Midnight and Avowed. But obviously, Doom is an established property.
Oh,
so they're
don't
gonna
worry,
push
Anthony.
that.
They had those 3 billboards all over the country for Avowed.
That's all they needed. Times Square and what, LA or whatever the hell, and then somewhere else. And it's like, what happened to the commercials? What happened to the like, I understand people don't watch TV as much anymore, but you still put an ad somewhere on a channel somewhere or a
Wasn't
streaming
it-
Yeah,
channel.
like
they're too
YouTube
busy
right
making
about
those
that.
fucking the ads with the mouse running around everywhere. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I
You're
don't
calling
know what
your
the hell
audience
that
a bunch
was.
of rats? Like, what are you doing?
The rat race.
The
It's
rat
like-
race.
What are you guys doing? Like, really just like, because even if there's like a new Gears, right, coming out, let's just say if it is coming out this fall,
It's gonna run better
I
on
get-
PlayStation anyway. Might as well just buy it on PS5, Anthony. Be done with it.
I'd be surprised if you saw the marketing for it because again, they just don't like put that effort in anymore, and it kind of sucks. Because you look at the Believe trailer from Halo 3, and you look at those old trailers, and they're so fucking badass. And I know that's when they're at the top of their game,
Oh yeah.
but even so, it's like you don't even try. Again, they did some funny ads.
What's up,
but they're
Matt?
Like, oh, what's up,
What's up?
Matt? But they're like, oh, we got to do a Scream trailer about the the Fire Stick streaming and all this stuff, and it's like,
Dude, then
What are you
they
guys
don't.
doing?
This is an Xbox. That's not an Xbox. Now you don't need Game Pass. Now then the handheld, and then it's not the handheld. Then it's OEM. Then it's not OEM. It's like, what are we doing here? Seriously, what are we doing here? You're just saying a bunch of bullshit to keep people subscribed to your shitty fucking service.
yeah, and but he said in this interview, Perry, he
So
doesn't
much
really
crap.
care though. Like
Diarrhea
it's
of
like,
the mouth.
what is it? Do you want me subscribed? Do you not want me subscribed? Do you want me to buy the games? Like I don't know really what the
Sony's
message is.
raising the price in several countries right now. Yeah, so is Microsoft.
Yeah,
Give them a couple of weeks.
When
They're
did they
gonna be
last raise
like-
it? Was it?
They're gonna be like,
fall?
oh, it's $200 a year for that. Well, we're gonna raise it now, an extra $20. 5, 10, 15, 20.
All the streaming services go up, man.
That's
It's
why
just
they're
like
saying
anything
Game
else.
Pass isn't for anybody because they're gonna raise that shit, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And
Just like any
people
other service that
complaining will
people
look
have.
stupid because he said it's not for everybody. It's like, bro, you just priced out a bunch of people. They don't know what they're doing, man. This is
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
It's like you're making digital consoles with the intention of people just jumping right on Game Pass. Like you know exactly what you're doing, and then you're just gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, no.
But
Like,
what if you bought those machines and only those machines, and you're relying on Game Pass? Then what are you gonna do?
Which
You're gonna
some
cut
new
people off, and
subscribers
that's
are.
it. And then what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Some
Could
new
you
players
imagine-
are.
I know what
Imagine
you
if you're
should
not-
do. You should go into GameStop this week and dump the fucking systems. There it
I
is.
can't believe it's $520 for the Pro. That's kind of nuts. Or $540. Sorry.
They used to give $670 for the Pro.
Yeah.
They dropped it. Or not $670, $620 or something.
Mm.
So they
As
did
they
take money
always
off
do.
the Pro. But the Series X, they're giving you all your money back for the most part. Same thing with the Series S. If you scored a
That's-
Series S for
yeah.
$149, you're making $100 right there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's the dumping ground for sure.
Could you
Yeah, if you-
imagine if you're an outsider looking at this and you're just like,
Well, people
I
are
like
looking at
the
me like, what
Xbox.
is this guy screaming about?
but it's like, how would you even know where to navigate? Like, if you're like, oh, I want to get an Xbox and play Halo, and then you go online and look at the stuff up, like, how are you gonna know? Like, oh, do I stream it? Do I buy this? Do I buy Game Pass? Like, there's so much.
Why don't
stuff.
you ask Grok if you should buy an Xbox or not?
Okay.
Ask Grok, should I buy an Xbox Series X? Should I buy an Xbox Series console or not?
Okay.
Frank has the Rock on speed dial, by the way, guys.
I said Grok, not The Rock.
Oh, they said the Rock.
No, just like you thought Redmond, Washington was Redman. He thought Redmond, Washington was Redman. And I was like, who the fuck is Redman?
Okay, Grok is already wrong. So it has like all the features, and then it says 2025 promises a strong lineup, including Fable, which is the first game. So that's not
Okay, so
happening.
AI is broken already.
Yeah. And then it says reasons to hesitate or consider alternatives: lack of exclusive content, Series S limitations, competition from PS5 and Switch 2.
Well, that's true.
Microsoft's ecosystem shift. They listed as a negative.
Why don't we
so you
call
might-
it Phil Spencer's ego system?
The
Yes,
ecosystem.
Oh.
'Cause that's all it is right now.
It says Microsoft's focus on every screen as an Xbox is a negative. Potential hardware refresh.
So basically, you don't even need to ask a brain dead person. It's basically Grok is telling you.
Yeah, it's
Who
telling you right here.
is not an actual person who's not alive.
It says storage costs are too expensive. Who should skip it? Gaming PC owners, PlayStation fans, physical media collectors waiting for Switch 2.
Well,
That's
all
the
that
people
is
who should
true.
switch
So there you go.
Yeah. That's funny. It's pretty accurate besides that one thing. So
RWK says, ask him. I'm congested tonight, so you're going to get some flare-ups in my nose when I talk. I actually have to stop myself, but can you read this interview that he did? No, or that was released today?
So here with the full interview, so we can break it down. And again, everyone can say what they want about it. But the whole article is called "Microsoft Gaming Chief Phil Spencer on a Minecraft movie," because they had to talk about that gamble, Fallout Season 2, and mixing Hollywood pursuits with Xbox biz priorities.
Yeah, just talk about the Xbox stuff. Nobody cares about other stuff.
Yeah, no, I know. So he talks about all that crap. He says, oh, we're gonna scroll down after he talks about the Minecraft bull crap. With that in mind, how do you decide? Oh no, they're talking about the live action. Who's taking a risk on that? Let's see. He talks about what should be adapted. They did ask him about a Call of Duty movie, And he kind of swayed around it. They're like, would you ever try to do Call of Duty? Or like they asked about Warcraft again. Would you ever do Call of Duty? He says the video game business is successful by itself. It doesn't need this outlet. You got to start with a partner and understands our team and the story of the IP and letting them work through. Can you imagine him being in charge of some kind of like trying to do like a Neil Druckmann thing where he's trying to like be both and he's trying?
Yeah,
I
fuck
have
him.
a vision.
Fuck both those guys. They should get married and fucking fuck off into Mars or some shit. Nobody cares.
They just ask him a lot about like the TV stuff. So I'm just scrolling past a lot of it. He talks about Fallout. So he says, on the gaming side, what titles are you most excited about for the rest of the year? For us, for us and the rest of the calendar year, I really feel great about the slate of games. We just had Avowed come out, and I have to go backwards and just say Obsidian continues to do a great job. We're obviously, we talked about Outer Worlds 2, South of Midnight, and Doom. There's more stuff that's unannounced, and I'm walking in my head to make sure I don't leak anything. And then it's just like his,
that's not your job. It's your boyfriend's job.
Yeah. Which, so basically he's just saying, you already said South of Midnight. They talked about Outer Worlds 2, which we know they're going to talk about at the event, I'm sure, in June. And then they asked him about Indiana Jones. They said, with the successful launch of Indiana Jones and The Great Circle back in December and the upcoming release on PlayStation, do you have larger plans for the updates to that game as well as a potential franchise? And he says, I will say we're really happy with Indy and the players and the reception. We do think that there's life in that franchise.
Why is he always got to like shorten names and shit? What is he, Vince McMahon? This guy? It's Indiana Jones, you fucking moron.
Indy.
Oh, Gears,
Yeah.
Indy.
Yeah.
What are you going to call Halo? Low?
Just hey.
It's H.
Hey.
We do think there's life in that franchise, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I like how he like shuts it down. He's like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that. We're launching on PlayStation here pretty soon. I think that'll be a cool moment. I was really inspired by Machine Games taking someone else's IP and doing something so unique. And I'm inspired about what the team can do next.
It's the same fucking game as Wolfenstein.
Yeah, how's that unique?
Wow, they gave the guy a whip. I don't know.
It is a good game, but
Where's this Game Pass quote?
I can get to that. He does talk about Nintendo as well, but if you want me to read that one first,
Go to the
I
Game
can.
Pass thing, because we were just talking about that.
Okay. So, all right, perfect. This is like his double paragraph response to Game Pass, and then he goes on and talks about movies after that. How are you viewing Game Pass's opening role in the larger Xbox business right now? So that was the question that was put up for him. And he says, I'll start with just how many people are playing games. And I've always thought about Game Pass as just another option for somebody who wants to play. We have many business models for people playing, from free to play, buying games, discounted games. Game Pass is an option.
Just answer the fucking question. Holy shit. This guy running for office?
Basically.
I wouldn't even vote for this guy. I'd be like, holy shit. Like, I don't even remember what the question was.
That's the point. That's why he does that.
Yeah, that's why he does that.
He's like, you could buy it. You can do free to play.
Hey, breaking news. Why don't you act like a human being when you talk?
Oh, God.
He's a robot.
He's an android.
Who's AI generated?
So when I'm looking at Game Pass, I want to make sure the hours that people are playing continue to go up. The new people see this as a way.
You're worried about how much money is going to go up when you're watching people subscribe. That's what you're worried about. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yep. And and who knows when they're going to raise it, right? So the new people playing to continue to go up. The new people see this as a way for them to find and build their library of games. And we remain focused on that.
How?
Our biggest areas of growth right now are PC and cloud.
Oh, not the console that you made me go out and buy, right?
No.
Your biggest areas.
Well, he says areas of growth, right? So I guess he's saying we've seen.
Well, you're not selling consoles. Grow that area, right?
That's true. Yeah.
What'd you fucking forget?
They're looking elsewhere.
He's looking at the wrong numbers.
we really sold a lot of Fire Sticks. They all signed up for Game Pass. That's what it should have said.
But how does Game Pass grow your library? The minute you stop subscribing, you can't play those games anymore. That makes no
like
sense.
it might get you into the game, but you don't own the game unless you do what we've done. Like we might play it for a little bit, go on the store, and then just pay for it when it's on sale. And you don't need it at that point. You know what I mean? It's just to test it out. It's like your modern day rental service of like, okay, maybe I could pay it, but it's more expensive than that because it's risen the price over the time. But I like how he says that he tries to justify it immediately, which is the best part because he's like, they continue to go up. Our biggest area of growth is PC and cloud, which makes sense since consoles all up are a good business. I don't know what that means. Since consoles all up are, this is literally what he says.
He's lying.
Which
Mental 9R, what's up?
And cloud, which makes sense since consoles all up.
How are they up? He's not even sending them out to stores.
Yeah, he literally said, since consoles, all up, are a good business, they're an established business, but they're not really a growing segment in gaming.
Oh, okay. So he admits that they're not. He's saying they're selling, but they're not selling.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Well, they're selling, but they're just not enough to grow the business.
Yeah,
so
because they're not selling.
But of course, but again, he does this whole, smoke and mirrors again. He does this, so he says that, and so the biggest area of growth, he goes to still say the same thing. So we got good growth on PC, we got good growth on cloud in terms of users and hours. So consoles continue to be a really healthy part of Game
my
Pass.
God, these hours. Who cares? Who cares?
There isn't. He says, but there isn't a.
I bought a fucking console to wait for games, and now I got to hear about hours. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but he keeps. But to your point, he also just keeps talking about random stuff along with that.
What is he on fucking cocaine? What's wrong with this guy?
He keeps focusing on.
He must
PC
be fucking smoking an 8-ball before he's fucking going on these interviews. What is this guy doing? Get this guy a drug test.
The worst interview ever.
Yeah, he is basically just saying, yeah, we have good growth on PC and cloud.
Hey, got good growth hormone, right?
I'm really feeling this Ozempic. Can someone help me? But yeah, I don't know because
does he fucking snort his Ozempic?
I don't know.
They told him it was a drug, so he's acting.
Is he fucking drinking with Gatorade? I mean, what's this guy doing?
He basically said we got growth on PC, we got growth on cloud.
El Nini,
in
what's
terms
up?
of users and hours, and consoles continue to be a healthy part of Game Pass, but there isn't a unique need for Game Pass to be the only way for people to play. If everybody who's
what
on
does that
Game
mean?
Pass, I don't know.
He's telling you not to buy the console, his console. Now he's telling you not to buy his service. What the fuck is this guy doing?
This is my first time reading it, and I'm
literally saying that.
Does he just take his clothes off on stage and be like, "Yeah, just don't buy any of our shit and walk off"? That's all the guy needs to say at this point.
You guys should just do that GameStop deal right now. Just traded it in.
What are we doing with it? Like this guy's like the Tasmanian devil. Like, he doesn't know what he's saying anymore.
Oh my God, it's so back and forth.
I'm crying right now. I'm literally crying.
There isn't a unique need for Game Pass, but the only way for people to play, it's not the only way for people to play. If everyone who's on Game Pass subscriber instead decided to buy their games, that's good for the business as well.
Okay, so now he's telling the lazy fucks on Game Pass, start buying games.
Yeah. Which, again, we've said this many times. We buy a lot of games. Even
you know what this is telling me too?
Game Pass, that's
he's trying to get people used to buying games so that when they pull Game Pass, they're going to have to buy games anyway.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
So,
Jamie, what's up?
What's up, guys? In the beginning of the second paragraph where he talks, because again, there's a whole nother paragraph, he immediately says what we've been saying for some people, where it's like, okay, again, trying to do this whole Jedi mind tricks kind of conversation. He says, for me, I look at Game Pass as a healthy option.
It ain't Jedi mind tricks because anybody could see right through this guy.
That's true.
He's a used fucking car salesman. He's like the video game version of Eric Bischoff. Although Eric Bischoff was good at lying. This guy is not good at lying. This guy gets caught with his pants down the minute he fucking opens his mouth.
unless you're drinking the green Kool-Aid and completely blinded by like, the success and what I like on Xbox, you literally can read between the lines, like Perry said. You could see this and be like, this guy has literally
guy's
gone
full of
back on a
shit.
million things. Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
So he says, for me, I look at Game Pass as a healthy option for certain people. It's not for everybody. If you play 1 or 2 games a year.
Wait a minute. Whoa. We need 2 billion players by 2030.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
And now he's saying it's not for everybody. You destroyed your console fan base over this Game Pass subscription service. Okay? Now you're saying, oh, no, it's not for everybody. What does that mean? Oh my God, what's up?
So, what's up? So they wanted 200 million subscribers by 2034.
Oh, no. It was 2030 originally, okay? This guy's changing the rules again.
Yeah. Well, we got to push back a few years.
He should push his ass back. Nobody cares.
This literally makes no sense. So you're reading this.
This guy has no idea what he's saying. He must be behind the 8 ball. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I'm reading this word for word.
Nobody would ever say this who's trying to sell you something.
Was this guy drunk?
Like, our thing is the best. Every interview should be, our place is the best. This is why. Buy it.
Was he shooting up in his legs with Just Incredible? I mean, what's this guy doing?
Oh, no.
Like, I'm kind of pissed about the interviewer. They didn't like ask more questions about it because they immediately go on and talk about Fallout Season 2 after that and the Minecraft.
Well, because they pre-do these interviews, but I don't know. What is there anything else to that part?
Yeah, there's more. If you play 1 or 2 games a year, Game Pass probably isn't the right business model for you. You should just buy 2 games.
Whoa. Hold up.
Yo, this is crazy, dude. I've never believe this.
These motherfuckers were getting you to sign up 1 month trials, remember?
Yep.
So that you would like what you're playing and stay subscribed.
$1 1 month,
Right. They were doing $1 trials and everything. Now he's saying, yeah, if you want to play like 2 or 3 games, don't worry about it. What? You're just telling people not even to try it.
He's saying it's not for everybody.
What's wrong with this guy?
It might not be the business model for you, Perry.
This guy sucks as a salesman. Like, he's horrible.
That's what I'm saying.
He is like fucking like gone. He needs to be in a different industry.
He was great at, selling the Xbox One X when he was jumping in, being like, yo, guys, we're trying to make this right.
Holy shit.
That's
how you know this guy's got too much money. He doesn't know what he's doing.
It's a complete contrast of what he used to be when he was really getting Xbox back on its shit after the One X. They were like, all right.
I hear you, mental.
All that stuff.
Jamie, do you hear this? Do you hear what Anthony's reading? That's from Phil Spencer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's giving me a headache just reading it.
Keep reading.
So, if you play 1 or 2 games a year, Game Pass probably isn't the right business model for you. You should just buy those 2 games. And that would make total sense. But I want you to have the choice. So we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass is also
no, you don't want them to have the choice because you just said you don't want people going on Game Pass for 2 or 3 games. You want them to buy games. There is no choice there. You just said you don't want them doing it.
Yeah, and there is people that only buy 1 or 2 games a year, right?
That's like you telling your wife, hey, I cooked pasta and pasta. You have a choice of what you're going to eat tonight. And then you walk out of the room.
You go to McDonald's, which is PlayStation.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Whopper and another Whopper. It's like, damn it.
I cannot believe this is real because I didn't read this whole thing either. And this is insane.
This is word for word, guys. It's on Variety.
This has to be like fake.
That's what I think. No, nobody would ever say this if you're trying to sell a product ever. You would always try to be like, get my thing. My thing's the best. Not if you do what you want. Like, what?
It's a healthy option for certain people.
What do you mean a healthy option? It's fucking video games.
It's healthy.
We're not eating this shit.
It's like Subway Eat Fresh, but for video games.
Oh my God. Get rid of this guy. Holy shit.
It's the Subway.
What are we listening to?
He really said a healthy choice or a healthy option.
Yeah, healthy option.
Was he a
He says,
doctor?
Is he
I
going to
look
get
at it as a
Prettykin to be
healthy
a game
option.
developer for Microsoft Studios?
so he's saying fat people are on Game Pass? Is that what he says? Certain people? Is that what he's referring to?
Well, hey,
Uh-oh.
certain people. So now we got to question that.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Who's certain
It's-
people?
it's not for everybody.
Unhealthy people are on
If you
Game Pass.
A healthy person plays 1 or 2 games a year. If you play
Even,
more,
even mental is like, this is all fucked up.
It is.
it's kind of strange. If you guys have to read this full thing. He goes on about a bunch of crap. We still got a few more sentences though.
Go ahead.
So we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass is also available to buy. We're making these games available to buy in more places.
Stop. So he keeps saying buy, 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 buy. He wants you to start buying games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And in more places. And we know what that means.
Yeah, PlayStation.
We're not like stupid at that point.
He said they're getting how much for Mario Kart? So let's have them buy the games now. That's probably what
Yeah.
happened.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point, actually. Oh my god, this is gonna piss Ferry off so much.
I better not drink some when you read this, whatever it is.
Because he keeps going back on the same shit, dude. Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
He's got to be on drugs.
Okay.
Let me blow my nose before you read the next thing.
Okay. Because
It's literally unbelievable. I'm like literally tearing, crying because this is so insane.
oh god, this is gonna make Perry yell as soon as
I did not
say it.
expect this to be this like because I
I
read
didn't
a
think
couple
so either.
lines.
Yeah,
but this
same.
This is
Yeah,
insane.
I saw what you posted in our chat earlier, and I was like, okay, this is going to be a doozy to talk about, and I figured there was going to be more to read up on.
They literally told him, "Yo, we're losing money." Convinced him to buy the games now. Like he woke up today and he had a new mission. That
He was
he's
like,
just
all right,
failing at.
this is what we have to do. This is the fucking chameleon like
Brandon, what's up?
What's up, Brandon?
All right, read this thing. That's going to get me so mad.
So this is going right back to a point he kept trying to make before. He says, we're making these games available to buy in more places. And I look at the overall hours of people playing. He keeps bringing up the time
He
they're
keeps
playing.
saying buy an hours, buy an hours, buy an hours.
Hours.
It
of
sounds
people
like
who
he wants
play.
you to start buying your games.
I look at the overall hours of people who are playing on
Can
Xbox.
this fuckface just come out and say, hey guys, listen, we're a third party publisher now, so we're going to get rid of Game Pass. We're going to start charging for our games. They're going to be multi-plat. Have a good one. Hope you guys will enjoy the games. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say.
He's just prolonging it like a slow death. Like, sorry, like we don't want to come out and say.
He talks like he's a special ed. What is going on with this guy? And this is a multimillionaire, just so you guys know in the chat. These guys don't know how to dress. They don't know how to talk. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they and they're stopping the flying the people out, thing. So for now, so he says he wants the overall hours people are playing on Xbox, playing our games, and that's a number that continues to grow fairly substantially. And that's really the metric I think about for success is the number. So they're looking at the numbers of players. And he keeps beating that in everybody's head.
So are they going to try to charge you for the amount of time you play now? Because he's so worried about hours. It's like, oh, you played for 200 hours. They're going to charge you more money now.
He's pretty much saying like the hours of playtime that are up is what he gauges for success. Not like, they're not looking at sales numbers because they've kind of put that down the tubes because people are going to sign up and play.
Yeah, Brandon, I think everyone's blaming the Satya guy. I think Phil's behind this shit too. Satya is like Shao Kahn. And Phil Spencer like Shang Tsung, and he's like Mortal Kombat 2, like, please spare my life. And he goes, you get one more chance. So he's telling him, hey, we should probably just do this. That sounds good. Do it. Hey, we should do this. And he's just blaming Shao Kahn the whole time. Oh yeah, this guy made me invade Outworld, even though I told him that I gave him that idea.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Maybe the hours is a way to artificially inflate their like profitability
Listen
to
to
the
me.
shareholders.
This is about a video game company with a video game console. Regular people wouldn't believe this. This is stupid. This is stupid.
It really is, again, like you said, completely disconnected from what's really going, and especially the fans, because where, again, you used to have a company that was at least, aware of what the fans are actually, checked into and what works, and we're not getting that. There's a little bit more, but it's pretty much almost done. He just says, so he says about that, about the players, the time growing and stuff like that. And Game Pass has been an important part of that. So he's saying that off of the metric of the hours and the play time.
What
So
does
Game
this
Pass
do
has
for
been-
me as an owner? What does playtime hours do for me getting perfect fucking dark this year?
Game Pass
Who
has an important
cares?
part.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
And then he says, but I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. It's
What?
kind of part of the equation of Xbox finding new players.
You're not
So
going to
he sa-
find new players because you're fucking telling people you don't want them on your system, you moron.
What does that even mean? I don't try
He
to
doesn't know what it
solve
means.
for
He's just
Game
saying
Pass.
whatever. Diarrhea of the mouth. Wow, man. Wow.
I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. What does that mean? Why is he talking in riddles? What is this?
I don't try to solve.
He says solve a problem.
Right.
Like, he says, and Game Pass has been an important part of that. He's talking about the playtime, but I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. It's kind of part of the equation for Xbox finding new players. And then he talks about the Minecraft.
What does that
movie
even
and
fucking mean?
I don't know. And then he moves on and talks about the movie, like the Minecraft. It's like he doesn't say anything. He doesn't justify anything. He doesn't explain it. He's just like cryptic fucking Phil over here. I don't know what that means.
He doesn't know what's happening either.
I don't try to solve for Game Pass. What does that mean?
Yeah, he needs to be drug tested.
Does that mean he doesn't have like all the answers? Is that what he's trying to say? Like, I don't know.
Well,
Like,
then you just say, you know what? Game Pass has had a lot of things going on, and I don't have all the answers about that. What is he
Yeah.
trying to say? Chat room, what does that mean? Can you read that sentence again?
okay, so I'll start it with before so it has some context. So he says about and I look at the overall hours of people who are playing on Xbox, playing our games, and that's a number that continues to grow fairly substantially. And really the metric is what I think about for success. And Game Pass has been an important part of that, but I don't try to solve for Game Pass specifically on its own. It's kind of part of the equation for Xbox finding new players.
But what is the metric?
He's saying, I guess, that he's gauging success on the amount of the overall hours that people play Xbox, whether it's on Game Pass or gaming.
Bro, this guy's
So,
like lost. Like, this guy's lost in the fucking woods. He doesn't have a compass. He doesn't have a map. He's just walking
like
around
Killer Clown.
saying
He doesn't
random
have-
shit.
He doesn't have the compass to find his way. It's like, oh man.
Well, he's saying they see growth in games, which we know because like Call of Duty on PlayStation and stuff. He's saying he
Right.
doesn't understand why they're not like Game Pass is not going up. Like he can't solve for Game Pass, but the game value, the game sales are still going up. Is that what he's trying to say?
I
Like,
think
there's not-
so.
That's all he
or
needs to
maybe he's-
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like if his games are everywhere, let's say, right? And it's technically like his game. So would you even count the players? I mean, he said Xbox specifically. He said on Xbox, but that's going to turn into, well, we have overall like a players, playing over here on Switch. Like, if Switch
Yeah.
2 has, Starfield, right? It's like that's going to be players on that game, but it's not on an Xbox because that's eventually what they're going to just slowly do. But he's just saying it without.
That's why
saying
they're
it, really.
transitioning to hours because they could say we've had this many people. Because if you're even if you're on Switch 2 or PS5, you're
Yes.
still playing that game for
Oh
that
my
many
God.
hours.
Who cares, man? I didn't buy this thing to become a social engineer and shit. I bought this thing to play a fucking video game.
Now, mind you, in the last paragraph, he was talking about PC and cloud, right? Not even really talking about the consoles, pretty much saying, yeah, the consoles.
Yeah, because he knows that
are
no one's
there.
buying this shit.
Like, they're a good business. It's an established business. But, they're not really a growing segment in gaming, is what he said, quote unquote. Like, that's it. So he's basically just saying, you know, our console specifically. Like, he's not saying consoles in general, because obviously, look at PlayStation's numbers, look at Nintendo's numbers, they're still selling consoles, where Xbox isn't even close to being on top of those sales numbers. And he's admitting it, which we get, but that doesn't really help the fact that, again, he just goes from saying PC to cloud to Game Pass being the Subway sandwich of, you know, gaming choices. He didn't say that specifically. I'm just fucking around, but he said, yeah, Game Pass as a healthy option for certain
He
people.
belongs in prison with Jared from Subway.
And when he said
He should be in the same fucking prison like that guy
and when he says certain people,
for
is he
ripping
just
people
talking
off.
about-
This guy scammed everybody.
I don't know.
It's unbelievable. You need like
Jeff M, you've got to
map.
rewind like 20 minutes. You missed a lot. We're not even an hour in. I can't believe it. Fred, what do you get from all this?
I'm just, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
You don't even know what was said.
I know. I'm just
There
like,
you go. And Fred's the average
Yeah.
person on the street.
Yeah. I just don't know. Like, as a big Xbox fan, and like I grew up with Xbox and everything, it's sad, man. Just sad seeing Xbox just like give up. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just,
Don't worry,
That's
though,
it.
everyone. He saved the brand.
yeah. Doesn't look like it. Seems like he's just burying it even more.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, it's I don't know. It really does seem like there is a more and more of a like plan to just, like you said, flat out and just eventually say, yeah, we're backing away from this, because unless they want to just keep playing hide and seek until they announce the handheld in June, if that's a thing that they do, which would be a real
Good
like,
fucking luck.
last-ditch
No one's
effort.
going to buy it.
Good fucking luck, especially when you have the Switch 2 already out the month you're fucking streaming, by the way, which is like, that's not even like that. If they were
The
smart,
weekend. It's the same weekend.
yeah, it's the same weekend. It's like, if they were smart, they wouldn't do that. They'd have to wait, and even when they do it, it's not gonna it's gonna be expensive.
But they got to sell
It's
more
not gonna
Switch
be-
2s for Nintendo, Anthony. Come on.
That'd be so crazy if they just say, "Yo, here's the handheld," and it's like, dude, everybody's buying it. Everybody already has a Switch in their hands, or a
Well,
Switch 2 in their hands. It's
And
like,
what if they show like that Gears thing and stuff coming to Switch 2? It's like you're already like, I'm getting this. Like, why would you buy that thing? It makes no
Yeah.
sense.
that's why they might not do it there, just in case.
It's like
They
a
might not
downgrade.
say they might not say right away, like, "Oh, this is also coming to Switch 2," unless they're like, "Hey, we're showing Starfield, we're showing, you guys mentioned Doom as well, Dark Ages. That's going to be coming to Switch 2." So, I don't know what they have planned for this June show, but please take the mic away from these fucks. Just show the stuff, and let's just not, because anything they say is not going to be, obviously you're going to have clowns that stream it after the fact, and like, always the main news reporters, you know what I mean? They're always going to be like, "Oh, yes, this is what we think of this," and it's just going to be like, okay, again, most people
Man,
know
I just
what to
want them to
expect.
just be the third party publisher. Don't even do this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Make the games and just shut up.
Mm.
Forget about the console. Forget about cloud. Forget about just make the fucking games for PlayStation and PC and Nintendo, and just stay silent.
I'm excited to see,
It's
how
ridiculous.
Indiana Jones runs. Obviously, we know it runs great, but I'm like, excited to actually play it upstairs, and my dad is looking forward to that. It's like the first pro game he can really like see that benefit specifically. I showed him Resident Evil 4 and stuff, and I showed him like, but again, he mostly plays like,
Yeah, but then
he plays Call
Indiana
of Duty.
Jones is gonna look crazy.
Yeah, that pushes it, man. And obviously
Right.
the streams that I watch don't do its justice because I'm not playing it in front of me, right? So when I actually check it out tomorrow, I'm gonna check it out with him and see how it is. We're gonna have the accessibility options on for him and stuff like that. But I'm just gonna check it out. Maybe we'll actually play it all the way through together, and I could see the end because I only played a few hours on Xbox. And again, ran fine on the Series X, but we know now spec wise what the Pro can do, and it's just gonna be the like I said, Starfield's next. These other you're going to see it, and you're going to see him perform.
You're probably
very
going to
well
see all that
on-
stuff in June. Dreadpool, what's up? You got Robert Carfang? Carfender Bender? What is it?
I've never seen that name before.
Bender.
Stevie Mack is still here. Well, if you want to get rid of your Series X, now is the time. Because
Now is the
here are the
time.
values. And hey, it was great that this guy dropped this interview the day at the morning after this trade-in sheet came out. So if you want to say you rented your Series X for 5 years, god damn, it would be 8 years. If you want to say you rented your Series X for 5 years, well, guess what? You only paid $80 to rent it. That was cheaper than Game Pass, a year of Game Pass. You realize that?
It's like a couple
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. Well, there you go. You can go trade it in right now until the 26th. So 10 more days. And if you have a Series S, you can get $240 credit at GameStop.
Yeah, it,
So
it
wait a
doesn't.
minute.
Oh, good.
So you can trade that in for what, 420, and then you could buy a PS5 with Astro Bot for 450 if you really wanted to.
Yeah, or
With
you could buy the
$30.
Pro.
Yeah.
Well, the games run better. The Xbox games run better on the Pro anyway.
Yeah.
This is why all these guys said, well, Xbox doesn't need a Pro. No, this is why they need a Pro, because now the competition is running their games better than their own console, which is what we told everybody.
Yeah, we literally said it.
But
We
everyone's
said
like,
it.
no, Xbox isn't going to let them do that. Really? Well, they did it. This generation's a bust. This whole gen sucks. 4GQ, what's up? How you doing?
Yo, what's going on?
I don't know, man. This gen is just a bust on all avenues for everybody.
Yeah, and also like I just don't understand why are you just gonna again step on the rake, as we always say? You go from 1 week to the next, and you have this guy, this dopey guy, giving an interview. He doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying.
Nintendo was hanging themselves. And then Xbox
yeah.
has to say, hold my fucking beer, and they jump in front of the car. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yep. It doesn't make any sense.
You can't make this shit up. Even Sony, in the middle of that, the Nintendo stuff goes, yeah, Last of Us is $120. 2 games at
Yep.
$10 every week. We're going to put them together for $120.
Again.
Again.
And on the PS6, you'll buy it again. It's just so stupid.
Right? I was
Yeah,
thinking today, you know, the whole thing with this whole Xbox Steam bullshit that everyone's, well, we could play all the PlayStation games on Steam on our Xbox. No, you can't. You can't. Because not all the games, not all the PlayStation games are on Steam, number one. And number two, that's a flex. You're going to flex that you can play fucking 10-year-old games on your Xbox that's already 5 years old? How is this a flex?
I mean, I know.
It just means that you're fucking lazy. You didn't go out and buy a PlayStation and play these games. And,
I know,
and then
unless-
I'm here. Well, Sony never lowered their price from launch. It's like, are you crazy? The PS5 was $367 or $76 this past holiday. It was like no money. GameStop was selling them used with the disc drive for $320. What do you mean they never dropped the prices? Dude, people don't know what they're talking about. Nintendo never drops the price of the game. Oh, they do. Go to woot.com.
Yeah,
They're
they do.
$41.99 right now. Check in your Target ad. Check in your Best Buy ad. There's first-party Nintendo games on sale right now.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? Like, where's all this stuff come from?
I don't know.
When I hear this stuff online, I'm like, are people like dumb?
People are helpless, like you said.
What are they looking at?
Well, it's just the, you know,
Amazon,
it's like
over the
echo of
last
other
couple of
people.
years, has been dropping the Switch OLED pricing. Brand new from Amazon. They're dropping it like $10, $20 just to get rid of them. Oh yeah, they never drop the price of their hardware of their games. Man, I see it all the time on Wario. Like, what are these people looking at? Anyway, you got the chart here. You have decisions to make for another 10 days. If you want to get rid of it, get rid of it. If you want to keep it and stick it up your ass. I might start trading them all in. Time to cash out, right? I'm going to get all my money back for the most part.
For that kind of money, yeah.
I mean, while they're still around, I mean, you already did it for the, with the Switch 2 games, or I'm sorry, the Switch 1 games for the Switch 2. Like, you know what I mean? You
Got
just
more over here.
you did the trades and
Might have to meet this guy
ready to
tomorrow.
go. How long are they running that deal? Is that the next week?
For
Usually
what?
got to run it for like a week, right? How long are they running the trade deal? Did it say on the ad?
This goes until the 26th.
26. Okay. So yeah. So you got a week. A week and some change. A week and 3 days.
Yeah, man, this is not a good look.
Yeah, I don't,
I've had the Wii U. I think GameStop never used to take it. And I think about a couple of months ago, they're finally giving like $40 for it. What are you guys saying up here? Everyone's stop buying. Phil basically told everyone either to get Game Pass or not. Who cares? Says Jeff M. Also, no new growth. Also, new growth is mostly PC and cloud. So the only focus there. Then they're also telling folks to stop buying an Xbox. Well, yeah, listen, and this isn't bullshit. We talk to people that work at the retail places. We have people in the chat right now that send me photos of it. When they get them off the truck, I get the photos. They're not sending any Series X's to these stores. They're sending like 2 or 3 of them. And on the same exact truck, you're getting 12 PlayStations. That's PlayStations. And then you're getting like 5 or 6 Pros. They're not even trying.
No.
And it's not because Christmas, because guess what? It's in the middle of April. It's almost Easter, okay? They're not short for demand because of Christmas time. I know that was the big excuse back in January when all this stuff started. But it's just bad. The whole thing is bad. And this guy coming out here saying, "Hey, get this, get that. Oh, you don't need this. You don't need it." It's like, what are we doing? What are we
in one
seriously
interview
doing?
too? It's like he's so stupid.
I think Phil Spencer needs to be drug tested.
I think there is a complete disconnect, like I said before.
Complete disconnect from the fan base, man. This company was never like this, man. I've been following Xbox since its inception, okay? And I've never seen this shit before. This is crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
The craziest thing that they ever did was Steve Ballmer like jumping around dancing and shit. Okay? This takes the cake.
Yeah. And it doesn't, the timing of it also just doesn't help. So, like it's just more and more crap. And he kind of needs to just stop doing these interviews because it's never a good look. But like, unfortunately, he's the one that's going to come out and do the interviews. So it's like,
just
like,
be
why?
like Nintendo and Sony where they don't.
You know what, Jamie? I don't even think it's Satya anymore. Because I guarantee you there's going to be a book about this, and it's going to be, oh yeah, Phil Spencer suggested all these ideas. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Satya probably called him and said, "We're going to have to let you go because this thing not working." No, please give me a second chance, Shang Tsung to Shao Kahn. Please give me a second chance. Here's what we should do. And then you got Mortal Kombat 2. And here we are. I don't buy that anymore. I think it's excuses from the fans. Ooh, Satya's making them do it. No. We don't know what really happened. We'll find out one day.
Yeah, I mean, some of this stuff just, until you get
One
the
of his
full
boyfriends will leak it
rundown.
out online, probably.
Yeah, until you get the full rundown, you'll never know. So it sucks
Right.
because we don't want to see them do this. We went into this gen almost 5 years ago this November, which is crazy. We didn't think that this was going to be the case.
Mental 9R wrote, not gonna lie, Xbox is a fucking joke at this point. Mental, I mean, can you break that interview down? It sounds like a madman is talking.
It doesn't even make sense.
It sounds like this guy escaped from Arkham, sat down on the couch, and did an interview.
He's trying to be like accessible, but it's just not good. It never works for them. Just clam up like the rest of the companies. Do what you're gonna do. Go in your direction, and everyone's just gonna do it. Don't try to be everyone's friend and come out and try to. You're not being transparent. You're
Listen,
pretending
the
to
only
be,
reason
and
why
we
they're
see
friends
what
with
you
these
do.
people online is to get them to be customers. Okay, we all know that. This is basic people number one. Salesperson number one. I gotta be nice to customers and sell them shit. If I'm mean to customers, they're not gonna come in.
Right.
These guys did all the free marketing for them, all these podcasts and everything. They didn't do a dime. They didn't do anything. They tried their crappy Xbox podcast on their thing. They always failed because they hired fucking 55-year-old guys with younger people, and it's like the combinations never worked. Now they hired 50-year-old bald guys to do these podcasts for free for them. They fly them out. They whip them with the Indiana Jones whip. They give them breakfast. They tell them, hey, put it on the company credit card.
Oh yeah.
Put it on that Visa gift card that we left in that bag over there that we got at Stop and Shop. You gotta say shop right. Somebody left that bag over there. It's got your name on it. Yeah, we have nothing to do with that. But apparently you could pay for breakfast with that stuff, right? They got in trouble for that. Remember in 2013 with Boogie?
They weren't disclosing it.
Boogie 2988. He blew the whistle on Microsoft, paying these guys, these YouTube guys. Nobody remembers that though, right?
Yeah. I know Boogie's a fucking madman right now, but I mean, shit. He was calling
Harold,
him out
what's
back
up?
then.
What's up, Harold?
Harold.
They introduced. Ooh.
Jack the Ripper, pretty much.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, well, that's it then for that.
Yeah, so that's the I mean, again, like I said, guys, he talks about more, but we're not going to read all the crap. He just talks about the Minecraft movie and I think this was done before the movie came out because they're asking him about like when it comes out and stuff like that. So I guess
Why did they drop it the day after GameStop drops these friggin' numbers?
That's when Jennifer Mass
Love Hewitt.
wanted to release
Okay.
it. That's when Jennifer Love Huge Tits wanted to release it. So, what are you gonna do?
He was distracted. That's why his answers are all
That's
over
some
the
scary
place.
movie.
I don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna, say it. And then, they just talk about that. They talked about the Fallout show. They talked about all that stuff. I don't know. So that's all they said about Game Pass. But it's kind of funny. This also happens after we do the Xbox Goes to Hell episode. It's almost like we like made this happen.
We would have had to do another one if it wasn't Wednesday. If today was Thursday or Friday, we would have to do another one right now. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
He does talk about. We can read this. Though. He talks about what's up, guys. Everyone in the chat, what's going on? He does talk about the 50th anniversary of Microsoft. If you want to hear him talk about that,
That's all right.
he just.
By the way, shout out to Microsoft for taking WordPad out of Windows. Thanks a lot, you fucks.
Did
Did they really?
Yeah, and if you want to get it, you have to download an old version of Windows 11, copy and paste the executable, and then paste it in the current Windows 11.
What?
It's like, what are we doing, guys? I used to open a Word just to do like shipping labels. WordPad, I'm sorry. But now they want you to get Word, and you got to open it, and all this stuff comes up, and it's like, I don't need all this.
It's a pain in the ass.
And I also don't want to pay for Word monthly.
You can get lifetime keys still, but you got to go on different websites for that.
I get it free with my school. Thank God.
Yeah, that's where being the student is handy. Get all that
That's
shit.
what my wife called. Oh
But-
wow!
Not for long though. 1 more month.
You see what Mental
Free
posted?
more.
Yes.
Chicken jockey.
Yeah, we'll throw all the. What are they throwing? They're throwing
Dude,
food
my
at people.
kid runs around saying that now all
Popcorn
the
and
time.
yeah, they're throwing popcorn slushies at the screen. The guy had the chicken in the theater.
No one
jumping
did that
up
in
and
my
down.
theater, but
No, I didn't see it, but I mean,
Bro, if somebody
I-
did that shit, if I went there for that, forget it.
I'd be pissed.
I'd walk
I
out
felt
of the
bad
theater
for
and be like,
people
"Yeah,
just
give me all my
sitting
money
down.
back now."
Yeah,
I called Fred to show up as Slender Man.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That'll ruin
I
that
like how
movie
they got
too,
mad
too.
at that, but they'll allow a bunch of kids to get fucking rowdy.
Oh yeah.
I saw,
no.
you know, like those big ass, like bags of popcorn that you can buy, and they're like the huge bags. I literally
Yeah.
saw just kids fucking fling that across
Oh yeah.
the theater, and
But a guy
air
in a Slenderman
horns and-
costume. Oh God forbid.
Yeah,
dude, it costs like $80 to go to the movies now. Nobody better do anything if I'm paying to go there.
yeah, no,
No. Especially when I'm in my recliner seats. No.
yeah. Like just imagine sitting there and you just see like popcorn and ice rain on you from like drinks and shit. I'd be like, well, this movie isn't that good to to go out and get fucking shit thrown at me.
Yeah.
You know.
So
but
everyone is
yeah.
reporting Indiana Jones is running best on the PS5 Pro,
yes.
and Bethesda has agreed. We talked
I
about
will be
this on
playing it
Friday. But
tomorrow,
I'll bring it up a
so.
little bit here.
Are you gonna stream it tomorrow?
I'm not buying early access.
Well, it comes out tomorrow. Early access already happened.
Yeah,
Like, it actually
on the
comes out.
15th, right? Okay. I don't know. I will think about it because I have the Pro, and why not? If it's gonna look and run better on it anyway, I might as well.
Yeah, tomorrow it's. I know Thursday's a kind of.
You're
weird
just
day
giving
for the launch
Microsoft
release,
70%. I don't care where the fuck I'm giving them the money. At least I'm giving them money.
but, still. Hey, we just pre-ordered the.
I know that's
the,
a fucking concept that's beyond anybody in this chat room at this point. I just gave
Well,
money
we just-
today for a Doom controller. What else?
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
We
just
all
got-
did.
We all did. We all pre-ordered that. That thing's sweet, but it's a controller. We're not talking about like game of the year here. It's a controller. It's a
Maybe
piece of
other
fucking
people should
hardware.
try giving them money. And maybe they wouldn't be so fucked up right now if they were giving them money. Just a thought.
Is that the
Crazy.
fucking Home Improvement?
Remember that?
Yeah.
Fred, I mean, come on. You're trying to kill us?
I'm sorry. I can't do it with my voice.
sick.
What was
Fred.
that?
It's sick.
My
Fred.
Dude, I'm
voice.
sick and I still got it right. Nintendo pre-order Switch 2. So Switch 2 pre-orders apparently going up the 21st or the 23rd over here, or the 30th. What is going on? The day after Easter? What are you, crazy? That means I'm
hope
going to
it
have to run
does.
over to the mall with this guy at like 6 o'clock in the morning on Easter, the day after Easter? What am I doing? What are we doing with life?
I just want it to be over with, so I hope it is Monday.
Why
just to
can't
get it
these
over
companies just grow a pair of fucking balls and release the machine? Why is it drama for these stupid things? When I was a kid, they just released the machine.
Yeah,
My
still
God.
buy it,
These guys are all emo pussies, these guys. Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, everybody.
We're sorry.
Nobody can get this shit done.
I just want to pre-order this thing so badly.
Just release the goddamn machine. How hard is it?
They're waiting.
This is not rocket science. This is video games.
I hate it. Of all the things they gotta like mess around with,
Noof
why did it
Nukem,
have to
what's
be the
up?
Switch?
What up?
I didn't even see him.
Noof.
Where was he? Boom, boom, kaboom. What's up, Noof Nukem?
Yeah, we just broke down the Phil Spencer interview of death.
Oh, he's gonna have to go back and listen.
Yeah. We knew this was going to be most of the show anyway, but it's just, yeah.
No, Harold, you can still buy that controller right now on Amazon and Microsoft. They did not sell out
It is still in stock.
because
Do you
I
need me to
clicked on
drop
that
the
link
link?
and I was able to order it and it shipped. You can still buy that controller right now if you want.
Do you want me to drop the link for
Drop the
everyone?
link. Drop all the links.
So everyone can buy this?
This
There
way
you go.
Harold can spend his money and then come after us later when Microsoft shuts down their controllers like Stadia.
On Amazon, it doesn't come out till the 30th, but Microsoft Store is like now. It's like it came out already,
Yeah.
shipped. So
Yeah, buddy.
Yes. They did not sell out. Don't believe everything you read. Because I clicked on that same link that said it was sold out and I was able to get it.
that's what they want you to think.
These WWE games look sick. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely running good. What's going on,
That was
Noof?
fun.
We just went on a Phil Spencer tirade for the first hour of this show. Excuse me.
Damn, not available in Canada, says Mental, and Amazon and the Microsoft Store errors out.
Well, they got to price it accordingly now. Temporary
Interesting.
stock in Canada, Amazon Canada. Still need to find my Stadia controller and update a release. I think they extended the update for the controller, but I think this year is the last year finally. I never had one. I should get one. Mario was going to get me one, and it never happened, I guess. I just want to see what it feels like. Wait, I'm starting to sound like these Xbox guys. I just want to see what it feels like. Phil Spencer's balls. I'm kind of scared about Doom. Nah, Doom will be fine. Don't worry about it. But that's
Doom's-
they always machine games especially. They always hit a home run. Shield Spencer. Oh yeah, Pill Spencer. We called him earlier. If we just read a statement, it sounded like this guy was on drugs. Even Mental said that like this is a joke.
I mean, it really is. It's embarrassing.
MBG. Fuck that guy. Bro, Anthony lives right around the corner from that guy. Anthony could step on that guy. That's how short that guy is. Phil is on happy pills. Fuck machine games. Its software hasn't let me down yet. I think Doom will be great. Yeah, it will be. It'll be fine. Listen, no one's saying that these Xbox games suck this year. They're all pretty good. We all rated them pretty high. The problem is, where are the other games? Where's Perfect Dark? Where's Fable? We were promised these games this year. Where are they? I have a feeling they're not coming out this year.
No.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
He's
It's
5'8". Well, I'm
just-
5'9". Anthony is Anthony's 5'9" too, so he's good.
Jeez, I could step on this guy.
Oh, Fred is like 7'8".
He's 6'4".
7, 8.
Yes, Dreadpool posts a link to Doom: The Dark Ages limited edition because Phil Spencer said in that interview he wants people to start buying games. What a crazy thing, huh?
It's in.
We're finally getting good shit, and they're all going elsewhere while Phil kills the fucking brand.
Mm-hmm.
David R says he's 5'2". Fred is not a ginger.
What is that? No, what does that say?
He's a
Oh,
gigantor.
Gigantor. I
Okay.
can't read this. I guess so. I don't know.
I read that wrong. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a ginger. I don't know.
No, you are totally not.
I'm kind of missing a key part.
Well, what's next? The Switch pre-orders? What are we doing with the Switch pre-orders?
So, yeah,
don't know.
so we had some conflicting information that was kind of quickly corrected, but we don't know because there hasn't been an official word from Nintendo.
Because nobody
Nintendo.
can grow a pair of balls and just be honest with everybody. Why? Why is with all these companies?
I really don't know.
You realize the console is coming out in 50 days? Like,
And there's
we're
no
beyond,
And
like,
we still can't
we're-
order it.
This is insane. Literally less than 2 months. We're going to have it in our hands and we can't order it.
MBG is 4'8". My grandmother was taller than that guy. Holy shit.
It's not 4'8".
He is 4'8". Did you see this guy?
That's like that's shorter than me by a lot.
And you can step on him.
Like, yeah, totally.
Well, the first thing that we heard was from like the Target thing that I was like, oh, April 30th, right? But it's the last day of the month, so we're like, okay, that could be a placeholder. No big deal. And then we heard that the Jesus, I'm just looking through these pictures. It's so funny. Oh my god. What is this?
Do you see what this chat is saying?
Yeah.
What Jamie said.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Warwick Davis. The leprechaun.
He's like 2 feet tall.
Willow.
Oh shit.
We heard a lot about the Switch pre-orders. We
Yeah.
heard first we heard the 30th, which is probably a placeholder. Then we heard the 23rd for Canada.
That's
Then
what
we
it was.
heard the 21st for here. We're hearing GameStop is going to have like 100 systems per each store. I don't know what's true anymore. I'm so tired of this. I'm literally just stressed out from this. I want this to be over with. I hope to God they go up Monday and they tell us this week. There's
it
a
sucks that
direct
it's after
tomorrow.
Easter, but like, what are you gonna do? You know?
Well, there's a Mario Kart Direct tomorrow. I hope that afterward they tweet out, yo, on Monday you can pre-order this thing. And then at Sunday night after I eat a bunch of food, I'll just go stand there all night long. Like,
I'll
I'd
be
just
there
be
with
done
you.
with it. And then I'll just go to sleep for like a day straight.
Well, I'll be there.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to know because I can't always just go, I can't go wait outside. I have kids.
You gotta watch
like,
WrestleMania, and then you gotta wait outside.
WrestleMania.
well, I'll have to watch it on my phone from friggin' Best Buy.
Yeah.
But if it's the next couple days, I'll be able to pre-order it. So I hope that they just do it. This is ridiculous.
I'm
The
about to
system
tell
is
my
coming
friend,
out
too.
soon.
I'm about to get my friend over there too because he wants to pre-order the system too.
Yeah,
Unless I'll
fuck
just
him.
move.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem getting it, to be honest. But I just want to order it and be.
But
done
why are
with
we
it and
running
then-
around like it's freaking
That's what I'm saying.
Turbo Man over here? Jingle all
Yeah.
the way.
Turbo Man.
No, this is absolutely ridiculous. Every other country, the pre-orders went up. My UK pre-order still is holding, which
Right.
is ridiculous. It's like we're gonna be able to get the
Hang on
system.
to
Why
that.
don't they just put it up?
Might need
Yeah.
that for Ludwin.
I just don't understand why they don't just say. I hope tomorrow, like I said, after the thing at 9 o'clock in the morning, they just say here, this is when you could pre-order it, and it's over, and we know because this is getting stupid at this point.
Yeah. I just think that yeah, that like this month's just been kind of weird. It's like we had a really good show with the Nintendo stuff and covered that, and it was good, and then all of a sudden like we just kept hearing more and more just interesting stuff, and then it's like all the pre-orders got canceled. Then we're just like you said, 50 something days until it's coming out, and we're still sitting here wondering how we're gonna get these things because it's gonna be in high demand, and it's just like it's unnecessary stress. And I know some people might be like, "Oh, why are you stressed about a fucking console?" Well, we just don't want
Well, we wanna get
know
it.
that We want to get it, and we know the bots.
We're
and the
hanging
people
out that
make it-
weekend too, so we want to have it and have everybody together playing Mario Kart. You know how fucking cool that's gonna be.
Right. And this
Yeah.
is what I've been looking forward to. This is like my thing. Like I love Nintendo. I want this
Yeah.
system. That's why I can't
Absolutely.
believe of all the
We
things
waited
to
8
get
years
screwed
for an
up.
upgrade, so here it is.
Yeah, and of all the things to get screwed up, why was it this? It's like I'd rather the Pro get screwed up, and I get that. Like it just sucks. The one system I really really want is getting screwed up. So hopefully this will all be over soon. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be resolved by the release date. So that's it.
Yeah.
We got don't have much time left.
They just have to be very clear and come out with an announcement and say, "Look, this is what's going on." Update all the major retailers on what's going on. Take it from there.
Yeah.
So this bullshit.
Yep.
I don't know.
And if I find anything out, obviously I'll tweet it out and I'll put it everywhere. So just keep watching.
Yeah. I gotta go through stuff tomorrow too downstairs. See if there's any other stuff I gotta get rid. I found a stack of DS games. Their racks up to like $70.
Wow.
I'm gonna bring all that shit. I can get rid of all this stuff. I got more
If
stuff
you wanna
over here.
If you want to meet tomorrow, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Meet you.
Hopefully, I'll be a lot. I'm hoping to be 100% by Friday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, pretty much everything's done. I just have congestion in my nose. I don't know why.
That should be good by Saturday.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine. She's still sick though. She got something different than me, but I had phlegm. No more cheese cubes. Fred, you can have my cheese cubes.
Yummy.
They're really good, but they gave me phlegm, and that's what fucked me up all week. Never again.
It might be 80 degrees on Saturday, I heard.
Really?
What?
I hope it's true, because that would be sweet.
During WWE.
You have to turn the air conditioner on.
Yeah,
So
right.
it says 76.
Have you played the island feature in 2K? No, because I don't have it on console. But if I ever get it for like $10, I'll let you know. Didn't they up the prices already for what?
The Switch 2? No, they have not upped the prices yet.
No.
Knock on wood.
No, and you know, I'm expecting something like this, you know, when it does come out, you know, we'll see the price that it is, which, you know, is going to be what is already set.
It's Silent Hill 2. Come on, I got the pipe.
Yeah.
The big rumor is that the console will be available, but the accessories are going to be massively limited. That's the rumor. I don't know if that's true.
You know, the Pro Controller went up on the UK site and it was $100 after shipping. I said, no way.
Yeah, I'm not getting that. If I could get it at the store with
I'm
like
gonna
my
get it at the
credit or
store.
something, sure. But
Yeah. Thankfully, I still have my UK order just in case as like a backup. I don't want to rely on that. I want to be able to just cancel it and not worry about it. But, you know.
Now listen,
That's all I
GameStop, you might be big. You might be in trouble because GameStop is doing one per household.
That's how Amazon was doing it.
Right.
Well, one per customer. But like I don't know if it's household. I don't know if I try to get on a
They're
second.
doing household. They're checking your ID.
Yeah.
So you guys might have to go to different stores to get each machine. However, if you're able to get two for yourself, keep that UK one for me.
Yeah. No, I'll hang on to it and
Because
unless
Woodland
like, you
needs
know,
one, and just in case. And then if you guys get an extra one over there, I'll leave it in the shop. If not, I'll tell you to cancel it. I'm trying to get 3 of them. One for work, obviously one for me and her, and that's it.
Yeah. As long as I get at least Cali one, even if I can't get 2, like I obviously want one as well. But
Well, then keep the UK one if you're not gonna. You should just
Yeah,
buy
I mean-
one when you're over there.
that's true. But like I said, coming back with it, I don't know if it's going to be like annoying. I don't want it to get damaged, you know?
Like what could get the customs, all that crap.
What did you
Yeah, I mean, if
carry
I-
along? What is that thing called?
Carry on.
Carry on.
Carry on.
No, I honestly probably can. I probably just have to ditch the box. I don't know if I could keep the. I mean, I probably could carry the empty
Put
box.
the
and
box
it
in your
my luggage.
suitcase and then put the thing in your
Yeah.
purse.
That's what I would have
Get
to
a
do.
case for it and put it in your purse.
Yeah, I'll get a little fanny pack for it, you know.
But
But
you
yeah.
have to take the electronics out for like the X-ray thing or whatever.
Yeah, they
that
have to
is?
look at it, but it's a game console. You know how many switches they probably see come through every
Yeah,
every
but they're
day?
gonna steal it. 'cause
Jamie,
they
on,
can't
take care,
get one.
buddy.
Yeah,
Take
I
care,
know.
Jamie.
I got to be careful because you're gonna see some,
Well,
schmuck
this
in
just
the
came
airport
out, didn't
looking
it?
at
You can't bring this
Ooh,
back. I need to keep
isn't it?
this.
Just shove it. Just put
This
sausage
is a
rolls
Switch
in
with
there
a
or
hint
something
of
like that.
tea in it.
Got some sausage rolls in this box. What are you doing?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean that would be like Plan C if like let's just say this order doesn't go through and I don't get it that week anyway. But this is why we just want this pre-order stuff to happen so we know where we stand with these things, you know? And we obviously have all the links already that Perry sent to us for all the sites. It's just a matter of when, and different times per website. Is this going to happen Easter night into Monday? If that's the case, are they going to announce
That's
this
such
pre-order thing?
bullshit, dude.
Are they going to announce the pre-order thing tomorrow? Like, when are they going to give us?
Yeah.
If it's the 21st, when do they announce the date?
They have
Tomorrow?
to announce it tomorrow because that's when
Yeah.
they're doing this other thing anyway. So if they don't announce it tomorrow, I don't know. I really
Yeah.
don't know anymore.
And the
Are they
whole
just gonna
chat's
not
gonna
let
be
us pre-order
bombarded.
it?
Where's the pre-order? Drop the price and put up the pre-order. Like that's all the chat's gonna be.
I think they turned the chat off. I read today they're not gonna have like a live chat for that
But
Mario.
didn't
Kart.
Wario
Good.
put something out and they said no, they turned it back on. Like it was just like a.
I don't know.
Let me see. I
mean,
thought he made a
at this
reply
point,
to that.
Why are you leaving the chat off? What do you have to hide?
because they don't want people to see drop the price.
No,
drop
I
the
know, but
price."
what do you have to hide? You're the one that did it.
They should just own it. You're right. It's only going to be 15 minutes long. I'm probably not even going to wake up for that.
I don't mind
I'm
the
not.
price of the console, but the games, like, come on. Like, what are you, crazy?
That's too much.
And you know what?
I actually didn't even.
Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I didn't even see this from Wario. 8 hours ago, the PlayStation Plus pricing increased in Canada.
Yeah, I
essential-
mentioned that before.
Did you? Okay.
It went up in every country except for here, which is funny because I just got billed the other day for what was it, $159 for the year?
Oh yeah,
Even though I
I
turned
understand.
recurring off 2 years ago, they're still billing me for it.
they do that shit all the time. Which is
And
annoying.
what I don't like about Sony is they didn't even email me to say, "Hey, your subscription is running out." They just fucking billed me. And I checked my emails. I checked all the spam and everything. Nothing to say, "Hey, we're going to." They just said, "Yeah, we billed you and that's it. Here's your invoice. Thanks." It's
Not
like,
right.
great. And I had to run to the bank and put $159 in
Yeah,
into that one
it's-
account. Ridiculous.
It's some bullshit.
Check your Nintendo one too. Mine expires in like June, so I got to re-up.
Nah, she takes care of that.
Okay.
I was trying to find the
Because it's
post
the
where he
family
said that
plan.
The comments were turned back on, but I can't find it. But
I'm
I did see
trading in
Wario.
fucking Breath of the
too.
Wild and the other one, Tears of the Kingdom. I'm trading these in. I don't care. I'm just gonna buy them digital.
Yeah, they give a lot of money for them, I think.
No, they don't. But I'll just take what I can get. I already got
Yeah.
$1,200 in credit, and I have $1,700 in cash ready for this thing. So
You're ready
I'm
to
good.
go. Yeah.
And I'm gonna trade all
good.
this shit in. So hopefully I get another few $100.
Now my
Yeah.
question is for you guys, since you guys did all the
Maybe I'll
trades
trade
with
in my
GameStop,
Series S.
Are you guys trying to is GameStop your first pre-order spot since you got all the credit ready
Yeah.
to go?
Yeah, and if not, if I have to use cash at like Best Buy or something, fine. But I got the credit in case I got to buy digital games and like the SD cards.
Right. So that 9 or 10 a.m. Monday morning, essentially, if that is the pre-order day, essentially that's when they should all be pre-orderable in those stores.
Well,
in
when I
person.
was there with Frank, they were taking pre-orders on the cards and shit already.
Yeah.
Just not the games or the system, obviously.
Yeah.
But their SD cards are insane. They got GameStop branded ones, and it's like the 128's like $70. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Remember, those were the ones that leaked in the system. Remember that employee put out that picture of those
You
cards?
could get the 256 Lexar for $47.99 or $44.99.
Yeah, they go up and down on
128
Amazon
for
all day long.
70 GameStop brand. Get the fuck out of here with that.
No, fuck that. Doesn't even make sense.
Your only fat boys Only path forward is to trade in the Xbox shit and get you a Pro. No, you need to get a Pro. Mental, you need to take the plates, the Spider-Man plates off that PS5 and just trade that shit in. Order the white plates from Amazon. They're like $20. Or get them used on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Keep the Spider-Man plates. Slap those white plates on that console and just trade that thing in. And buy a white controller and trade it in with that. This way you keep the controller, you keep your plates. You ever come across a cheap fat PS1, fat PS5? You already got everything. You just slap them back on and you're ready to go. I don't know.
RWK says, what back and pack games are y'all looking forward to the most on Switch 2?
The Zelda games.
Yeah.
Zelda, Pokemon, if they run better.
They're saying Smash runs better too, which I don't even know if that's real or not. People are posting like fake fucking first party games that are like enhanced for the Switch 2. And people are like, well, that's a great list. And it's like, well, is it real or not?
Yeah.
Now, some guy, one of the like developers said, "Oh, it's just naturally gonna run games better," but not. People don't understand that if like the frame rate's locked, it's not just gonna magically fix. It's like he's talking about stuff that has unlocked frame rate and stuff like that. But people don't understand. They're like, "Oh, it's gonna run everything so much better," and it's like, yes, it has the capability to, but if it's locked, you can't. It's not just gonna work. There's games on Series X that don't run at 60 because they have locked frame rates.
Last Zelda game we played in the 90s on Nintendo.
Wow.
I hope it was a Link to the Past.
I really want that Donkey Kong game too, the more I see it. So I'll probably get
It
that
does
in
look good.
July.
Yeah, it looks good. But that comes out in a month after the
Yeah.
machine comes out.
Yeah, that's July. It'll be a good summer for the Switch.
Fred, which games you getting?
Well, obviously Mario Kart. I might get Smash again too, just because I haven't played that in a while. Obviously, also Donkey Kong. I'm looking forward to that a lot. And I don't know. I might try Zelda. No, I haven't played Zelda like in a while, so I might try that. But other than that, no, pretty much it.
Odyssey's getting an update too, but it's like a minor update, they said.
Oh, is it?
It's free. Yeah, it's just like a free.
Well, that game already runs good.
Yeah, it's a great game for people if you haven't played that yet.
The only issue with that is the aliasing, but that'll probably be fixed.
Yeah,
Nobody
I'm gonna
cares.
fire it up and see like what it looks like.
Yeah, trading all these shitty games in. Mario RPG. I didn't even get to play it.
No, it was on sale for like nothing the other day.
Well,
wait,
I'm
they don't
getting
go
rid
on
of it.
sale. What are you talking about?
I literally it
All
was
Star
literally
Brawl.
$20.
Yeah, right. Nintendo games don't go on sale. Oh, you just tagged me in it? Oh, yeah. Well, Nintendo games never go on sale.
Your receipt lied. You photoshopped it.
You know, they don't take limited run games.
Which is stupid
They only
because they
take,
can charge a lot of money for it.
They don't take like Ukulele, but they don't take any of these Shantae
Sorry, we don't
games.
take those unhealthy games in our store.
They got all these crappy Shantae games. I got an extra Doom 64.
That's too niche for our audience, Perry.
I'm not getting rid of Cadence of Hyrule. That's a good game.
Steven Max is someone saying Donkey Kong was 8 hours long. Really?
That's fine.
So what do you want? It's Donkey Kong.
I don't need that's my issue today. Games are too damn long. You gotta make them shorter. I'm getting old. I don't have
Callie's
time
been
for shit. What?
replaying the intro
Uh-huh.
of Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, because she had to get the copy, and the intro is like 3 hours long. Like, why does it take that long to get through?
You gotta
if
hear
not
Zelda's
more?
voice. Wink, 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 wink. Help me, Wink.
Help me.
Wink.
Yeah, like why is it just? it
Why didn't
takes
they
so
just
long
hire
to
the
get
lady
back
that
into
did the
it?
voice of Zelda back in the day? Wouldn't be
I
that
don't
hard.
know. I don't know why they got that lady to do her voice in this one.
Dude, that sounds like a guy trying to break into some lady's house pretending he's a lady.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stevie
with
Mac
that one.
says he's just eating the cartridges. Okay, well,
Interesting.
Hey, if you guys want to donate, I'll lick a cartridge on the stream. So I'll do it.
Fred
I
should
don't
lick
care.
one and then put it on his head, stamp it.
Oh yeah.
When you guys are together in June, since I won't be there, just tell them, just be like, yo, donate, X amount of money, and then see how many Switch 2 games Fred can stick on his head. They have to be his games though.
Obviously.
That's gonna be a hell
Well,
of a
he's
week,
buying
man.
digital probably, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Are you buying digital, Fred, or not?
Yeah.
you don't want to spend $90 on a physical.
All right. Yeah, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get unboxings. You're gonna get us playing it. You're gonna get the Xbox event all in like the span of a few days. It's gonna be insane.
You guys are gonna hear customers come in. Do you guys have it?
No,
but we're gonna be
hold it
we're gonna be right there playing it though. So fuck everybody.
up. And you can't have it.
Yeah. Hey, you want to look
I
how
have
great it
a
looks on
Switch
this
too.
80?
You know,
don't.
bro. You know what I feel like fucking saying, because we always have stupid people call. Oh, I do you have it? Because I would like to support a small local business. They always say this shit to me. Like I'm gonna feel bad and be like, oh yeah, come in. I should say, oh, do you have our rewards program? Do you have our reward program for at least 3.5 years? What? Because if you do, I could sell you one. What?
That's a good
Then-
idea.
Then they're really gonna feel stupid because
Yeah.
they can't hit
Sign
me
up
with
right
that.
now.
You should
Yep.
do that. That'd be funny.
You can sign them
Nope,
now,
you
but
can't sign up now.
the requirement is you need to be at least 3 years in. I don't know.
Are you a gold level customer?
DB's golden banana?
Have you actually had any like close customers that you would get it for ask you for it?
If
Or
they
no?
asked me, it would be a pain in the ass to do, but I would probably try to do it.
I'm surprised you haven't heard from any of them, considering the whole maybe once the pre-order dates go up, you might hear more from them. But
Did you
besides
put
your,
up- you're not
Okay.
carrying it.
A lot of my customers, they said the games is just too much money. I had people come in over the weekend. They were like, "Yeah, the games are too much money.
yeah,
I'm going to stick to Switch One. This thing might not even sell at launch. I know that sounds ridiculous. Let's take scalpers out of the equation. If scalpers weren't doing all this shit, if they actually had a job, okay, I don't think this thing would even sell out at launch.
maybe not.
The feedback I'm getting is people it's the price of the games. They just don't want to do it. And I think
Yeah,
that's going to be telling when they do come out, the games do come out, and then seeing what GameStop offers for those games. Because if you're paying $80, $90 for a game and GameStop gives you $15 for it, you're going to have a big problem. But we already talked about all this.
Yeah, but again, I think just seeing how this gen is, we want this time in this gen to have some kind of glimmer of hope, and it's just been a lot of turns and different bad news basically every corner you turn. So obviously we want this to be at least a little bit of fun that we can have with some of these consoles here, even if it does cost a little bit more. But like we've been saying, use GameStop as your advantage right now while they're still around. Because I got to go a little bit further now if I want to go to one, but it's they're still around. So
This will probably be the final time. We got to dump all these games there.
yeah,
I don't have anything left. This is it.
get
rid of all the
I got it
physical.
all.
Most of it that I wanted to get rid of.
Oh, I already own Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. Good, I'm getting rid of it then.
Yeah, might as
Excuse
well
me.
just get rid of stuff.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm cashing out.
They have some good Nintendo has some good digital sales. Their store sucks, but like Some of the games are pretty cheap. I was just looking before.
What do you mean? That game's never go on sale.
Well, like a lot of the third-party games and stuff are dirt cheap on there.
Some of these
digital, so
games
it's
I'm trading in, they're giving $10 for, and they're $3 digital. So I just rebought a lot of them digital on my account.
Yeah, that's something I was looking into because I was like, oh, I should see what's on sale, so I have it on my account for the next Switch. And I was like, wow, there's actually good stuff on here for cheap. So don't let anyone tell you like those lies. Oh, it doesn't go on sale. Just go
And
check it
remember,
out.
everyone, GameStop, they could sell you digital eShop cards if you do trade-in stuff.
Right.
So that's why I traded a bunch of shit in. Because one way or another, I'm just going to go all digital with Switch 2.
Yeah.
I don't care. Who cares? It's on my account. What do I care?
It's all like it's still like share or game share.
I don't know what they're doing with that. Maybe they're going to get rid of it. Maybe not. I don't know.
That's another thing they're being vague about.
We're going to find out soon. That's what's so crazy. Like, we're almost there, and there's still so much we don't know.
I'm happy we're almost there, and we don't have to wait till November. You know how shitty that would be?
Oh, don't. I feel like sick to my stomach thinking about that. Having to wait another
Mental
6 months for
9R
this
says,
stuff.
folks, don't listen to them, folks. Nintendo doesn't have sales, folks. Only Xbox does, folks. Can you hear me, folks?
Oh,
Folks. That's what Mental just
Also,
wrote.
too, I don't know if they're still going to do it for the Switch 2 games, but for the Switch 1 games, you could even do the digital voucher thing, and you save like $10 or $20 if you're going to buy 2 games digital. Like, there's ways to save on Nintendo games that people don't tell you.
Yeah, but people are dumb.
They are. They're helpless.
They're
Like, we
ignorant.
always-
they don't go on sale. What are you talking
They're
about?
ignorant about Nintendo and PlayStation, but when it's Xbox, they get mad when people are ignorant. It's like, guys, check all the sales for everything.
Yeah, gotta shop smart.
I see
man.
this stuff
What the
every
hell?
week. I read all the ads, man. It's
Shop
ridiculous.
smarter, not harder.
Stop being a loser.
Yeah, don't fall for the nonsense.
Got to get at least one folks rant in every stream, says Mental. Folks,
Well, especially when it's about Xbox. 'cause
folks,
again,
go
we
to
don't
Caffeine Entertainment, folks. Subscribe, folks. 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 He's got a new video up, folks. He broke his air cooler, folks. He broke his AIO, folks.
His air cooler.
Well, that's because he didn't water it, so that's what he gets.
No, he posted a video. His AIO broke.
I know, I watched
And it was Leon Lee, which, by the way, they charge a lot of money because their stuff is premium. And
Yeah.
he's claiming that it broke, but I think he broke it. I got to watch the video and see what happened. He pulled on the radiator and it broke. And he's like, see? It's not premium. He's trying to ruin them with that video.
If this thing is really premium, I should be able to try to cut the lines and it won't cut. It cuts it.
If I go AMD, I definitely got to get an AIO.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that video. I watched it before we got on here.
I don't know. I'm reading that the 9950X 3D and the 9800X 3D. I heard that they're fucking bricking motherboards now. They're bricking the boards and the chip is bricking. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm going to do with this whole shit.
Not good.
The hoses fell right out when I whipped it around my head. Wrapped it around my head. What? Whipped it around his head? What head are you whipping it around?
He was working out and he's like, I'm so hot. And he just took the thing and stuck it on his head to try to cool down.
Well, was he doing this with the radiator?
Yeah. He was working out with it. Oh, man.
I like AIOs, but I don't because this one has it, this Alienware. And whenever it gets hot, which is usually like the minute I turn it on, you hear like the noise from the radiator. And it's very annoying. It stays very loud. Whip it good, says Dreadpool. Oh, man. Check out Files of Horror. That's my cousin Harold's channel. He's got nice videos on there. Check that out.
Awesome.
Check out Mental's channel on Caffeine Entertainment. He's got a new video up there with the AIO. Check out Dreadpool's channel. He's got a lot of videos on there as well. A lot of Comic-Con videos. Check out 4GQ TV. They got a lot of interviews going up there. Very exciting stuff. Everyone check that stuff out. All
A
right.
lot of content.
Mental's doing the helicopter. Whoa. What the hell?
Oh man, you guys are crazy.
You need to set up a custom fan curve and they're quiet. Well, how much is this going to cost? You know, the board for these chips is going to be like $300. And then the chip is like $7. It's like, well, I don't have money for this stuff. This is crazy. I might send the damn card back. The card was $700 when the card should have been $550.
You can scalp the card.
Well, what's funny is Micro Center jacked the price up of the card to $750 now.
Wow.
It's like I paid $6.99 for this shit. Now it's $750.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Those 50-60 prices are looking pretty good now.
Yeah, but I mean, that's if you have a little crappy computer you want to throw a new card in.
Yeah.
I am not checking out the new LG TVs. I gotta wait like another year or two for a new TV, man. I can't do it.
They always get the new models in this time of year, or they show the new models. They start getting them soon.
Yeah, I can't do that right now. Unfortunately, I gotta deal with this crappy Sony.
HDMI 2.2, then 2.3, then 2.4, then 5.
Well, here's the thing too. I bought that card. It's 2.1B. So you know the 60 series cards are gonna be 2.2. He's behind the game.
I'm checking for news right now, but I haven't seen anything.
Check Twitter. See if anybody's screaming at each other about games.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. They actually put out a trailer for our mouse game that's supposed to come out this year. That like mouse PI game.
Right. We've been waiting a few years for that game.
Yeah, it says releasing 2025, so that's good.
They announced that game in 2020.
Yeah, that was like forever ago. We also didn't talk about Elder Scrolls. That's allegedly dropping on like Monday, if that's true.
That's
somehow.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oblivion, the remake. They leaked it out by accident.
So Nintendo, this is 3 hours ago. Looks like Nintendo changed their US website to no longer mention VRR support for TV play. Only HDR and 120 hertz support. Get a call out. So I have the before and after of where they remove VRR.
Oh.
Let me send that to you guys. I'll post it here.
Oh, his AIO looks nice. I'll send this to you guys. That looks nice, Mental. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I might have to do that. I don't know though. Okay, Mental, what RAM do you recommend for AMD? Because that's what's putting me on the fence. I have to know what RAM to buy. Because AMD seems to have a lot of problems with RAM. I usually buy Corsair, but Corsair has AMD RAM and they have Intel RAM. But I know AMD has RAM compatibility, so which is fucking dumb. Like they should just have a sticker on the damn thing that says AMD. Like what is going on? What RAM should I look at if I'm going AMD? I might send the damn card back. I don't even know. You see the new Asus motherboard? Oh yeah, if you want it to blow up. Ramrod, I'm using Corsair Vendor. That's what I always use on Intel, so I'm probably gonna stick with that then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's what I want to get. That's exactly what you got. That's what I want to get. Whatever the motherboard supports, nah, but the processor doesn't always support it. Well, a lot of problems with AMD is the RAM. The RAM just like flakes out on the CPU. All right, good. I'll do that then. All right, that makes me feel better. I don't know. I'm still on the fence with the AMD stuff. I really want to get the 9950X 3D, but I don't know. I gotta double check everything. Why is it quiet? What's going on?
I'm
I'm
just
just
still looking
looking
for stuff, but
I'm looking at the Switch thing that you sent in here that they took it off the site.
yeah, I wonder why they did that. That's not good.
Because it probably doesn't support VRR anymore.
Yeah.
They lied.
Got caught with their pants down.
They also updated the compatibility list, but nothing changed. They just like changed the way that you could look at it,
Right.
which is stupid. They said Fortnite's getting its own native version, so they don't need to fix that. And there was like one other game that they're actively working on. So that's another thing we have to wait for to see what happens with that.
Yeah, it's
Um,
I don't know why
check Wario too and see if he's got anything going on.
yeah, I'm not gonna really watch the Mario Kart event, but I guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see if they say, hey, by the way, we got the pre-order date
When is the Mario Kart event?
tomorrow.
9
there's-
a.m. It's like 15 minutes long.
I'll
Oh,
just
fuck.
I'll watch it after the fact. I'm not gonna fucking get up for that shit.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
they'll probably
stupid.
have the event and then Wario will put it out after the event.
Yeah.
They probably
yeah,
won't even
definitely.
mention it at the event.
Oh yeah, they'll do it after.
All right, let me ask you guys. This Oblivion remake. Are you guys into it? I know Frank, you're probably into it.
Yeah.
I never played it. One of my best friends is into it. He loves Oblivion, but he'll check it out. I just never been into him.
Yeah, I used
That's
to
like his
play.
favorite game though.
Yeah, I used to play it with my cousin all the time, like the original Oblivion. So I could get into it.
You never had an issue with RAM? All right, good.
That
Nine-
game needs an update.
9950X3 is the current goal, says Dreadpool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. Because the other chips are it's like $100 less. I might as well just pay the extra 100 and get the better chip. I'm gonna do productivity anyway. It's not even just gonna be. It's not just for gaming. It's gonna be for everything. It's gonna be the computer that I use when we're at the shop. I'll be streaming off of it and everything. So I think a lot of idiots that can't make your order right are the same type trying to build a PC. Oh man.
Yeah, it's fucking I'm trying to see if I can check their comments to see if they're on or not.
Oh yeah, see
What AIO mental would you recommend for the 99X50 3D? Because I'm definitely not doing an air cooler for AMD. I would think I would need a 3-fan radiator for that one.
Frank, what was that thing that was at Trader Joe's that you told me to look out for? It was like chocolate cake
the
flavored.
Oh, the feta
No.
cheese.
Just regular Trader Joe's feta cheese. It tastes like chocolate cake.
Because I was at Trader Joe's a couple days ago. I was like, what the heck do I? I was like, oh, okay, so it's just regular feta. I was
looking for chocolate feta cheese.
I was.
You buy Trader Joe's brand feta cheese and it tastes like chocolate cake. I don't know why, but it does.
I gotta buy it then.
But okay, so the NZXT IO, that's the one that I was looking at too. But there's ones that are $200 and there's ones that are like $350. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, this is
I look
wow, they do
online, I
have
can't
the
find
chat.
any answers.
Unless they change it when they go live, the chat is turned off.
Okay.
So I don't know what Wario
They're
was
trying
saying.
to hide.
Yeah, I'll probably listen to it while I'm at work.
Don't tell us to drop the price, please.
All they're gonna do is like they've literally showed hours and hours and hours of this game
Yeah, show
already.
people playing it and shit, and
Yeah, so I guess they're gonna just announce like any new modes and that's it. Like I don't know what the point of this is. Kind of silly.
You
Yeah,
think
unless
I
they
have a thing at the end like pre-order the Switch now, or like what?
No, they'll do it like
No.
Perry said afterward.
Nah, Wario drop all the news.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna.
I like how
if it's
Phil
Monday,
Spencer
it's
has those
Monday.
guys leak all the info. Nintendo has Wario leak all this stuff out. Only he's not a dipshit and leaks stuff out on purpose, like 3 years in
Yeah.
advance, so it doesn't happen. I'll take one. I might as well. I'm spending a lot of money on this stupid computer. Most AIOs use the same pump. Very little difference. The Leon Lee died, and my thermal right is running cooler than the Leon Lee did. Well, what's between NZXT and Corsair? Which one would you go with for AIO? Because those are
know
pretty
why.
much my two choices. What?
All of a sudden, my whole feed is AEW stuff. Like I never look at that.
That's
it's showing
torture.
up here. I know.
It's a work. It's a work.
It's a work.
It's a fucking work.
It's
bro.
funny. All the AEW guys are celebrating. Yo, it surpassed Monday Night Nitro on TNT. Well, guess what? A new stat came out. It still hasn't surpassed WCW Saturday Night. So they still got work to do.
It's embarrassing. We're gonna be watching night 1 on Saturday. That'll be
Yep.
fun.
What time's that? 7, right?
I'll be watching night 2 with Fred on Sunday because he said he's coming.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah, I'll be able to
there.
come. I'm not doing anything with the family, so
Yeah, he got rid of them for Rhea Ripley.
yep, that's it.
Oh jeez.
Now I can trade in my dad's Series S for for money now.
That's messed up.
You're pretty much gonna get all your money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I got for the Series S. I was gonna get more, but
Yeah, but mental for that chip, should I use a 2-fan or a 3-fan? I don't want to buy a 2-fan, then the chip is freaking overheating.
Are you guys watching the Hall of Fame WWE thing?
Yeah, when is that? Friday?
Friday night, yeah.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
And then they have that
Let's
roast
see if Nick
with
wants to
that
watch
guy.
it.
Austin and Bret
WWE.
Hart. CM Punk is going to induct Austin and Bret Hart for their
That's
match.
That's awesome. Yeah.
What
Wait a
time is
minute.
that at on
It
Friday?
says,
I don't
it
know.
says the Hall of Fame is 10 Pacific. That's 1 o'clock in the morning here. That can't be right. Let me see.
Bro,
this.
$300 Dreadpool for an air cooler?
It's on
$320?
Peacock, probably, right?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is on Peacock.
Oh yeah, wait, because they have freaking SmackDown on Friday.
Bro, all you guys saying AMD is cheaper than Intel, this shit's expensive.
It's
Well,
still
that's
going
what they
slow.
don't tell you.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying
Yeah.
3-fan. I
it-
figured that.
The Hall of Fame is really at 1 o'clock in the morning. It's
What?
10 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m.
No, it
Eastern.
sucks for the
I can't-
wrestlers. They got like no sleep.
Because of SmackDown. Because doing SmackDown that night too.
So I have to stay up. I don't want to
No,
stay up.
it's why? Wouldn't they just do it before SmackDown? Like, why do they gotta fucking?
I don't know. Because USA has to have SmackDown before hours. That's why.
Well, back
Mhm.
before WrestleMania was 2 nights, didn't they used to do it on like the Saturday or something? Or no?
I forgot.
I like Corsair. Had a few of them. Never had a problem. They're still working 8 or 9 years. Okay. All right. All right.
This,
So a 3-fan is what you guys are recommending. And I'll just decide which one I want to blow money on. What? Go ahead.
For the Hall of Fame says featured superstar Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, he's got to be running out on night 2.
Yeah, if he's gonna be there for that, I mean,
They want to redo that ending again. Only with the glass breaking and not the stupid gong.
yeah.
That was so dumb.
Yeah, everyone, and they showed the angle too to the entrance. And you're like, oh shit, he's coming out. The glass is gonna break, and then you hear the gong and the lights go out. It's like, come on. But the lights went out first before you heard the gong. And I'd be like, how cool would it be if the lights came back and it was Sabu in front of the rock?
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome. This is the one I got. All right, let's see.
Wow, that's crazy.
Thermal, right? Who are they?
$83.
Yeah, is this from the Dollar Tree? Where is this
It's
from?
like the bootleg version. It only has 4 reviews on our site.
You are not going to get better than this price point. Well, that's what the one review says.
Yeah, but is it going to keep your computer going?
This has a USB cord sticking out. All right, I'll keep this one in mind. That's a good price. Well, as long as this company is reputable. But I don't think you would recommend it and say, yeah, fuck off.
Right.
Oh, the Kraken is that's 2-fan. Fuck that.
If you recommend this and it breaks, he's going to show up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
There's an NZXT Kraken 360 RGB 360 millimeter AIO CPU liquid cooler for $219. That's not bad.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But it's white. I'm building a blue computer, so I don't know how the white would look. Whatever. That's a me problem. It's not a anybody else problem. Oh, they have it in black for $220. All right, I'll save this one too.
And everyone's
Thank you guys for the suggestions in the chat. Appreciate that.
everyone on Twitter is like silent. There's like nothing going on.
Now the only thing is to Dreadpool and Mental. When this thing blue screens, which one of you guys are gonna fix it? Am I sending it to Dreadpool first? And if he can't figure it out, he sends it to Mental? How's this working?
He's going to send it at 3 o'clock in the morning. It'll arrive
Yeah.
at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Only 3 a.m.
Oh,
I'm trying to find stuff here too. The Oblivion remake. You just said that you're gonna check it out or what?
I'll probably
Yeah,
check it out.
the game's 19 years old this year. It needs a remake, like badly.
Yeah, I know.
So-
People were like, "Oh, does this game really need a remake?" I'm like, "Yeah, it came out 20 years ago. It does need a remake."
2006. And if they really just shadow drop it, that's like insane. I don't know why they would do that, but hey, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain.
Right. Well, we do know it is happening because they put everything out. So
Yeah. They're saying Monday it's gonna just drop. So if it does, we'll see, I guess.
there is a brand new power supply for the Dreamcast. Thunder Dream PSU.
Yeah.
That's cool.
How do you know, Fred?
I don't know. I'm psychic.
Well, it makes it obviously less hot. You plug it in. Not paying crazy money for it.
Did you see the picture I sent in the chat?
I will look right now.
They're
Oh.
adding Cody Rhodes and Undertaker to Fortnite.
Well, that's gaming news. So why don't you talk about it?
I don't know. I just scrolled down. I just saw it. I guess they're adding it April 18th. They're adding Undertaker and Cody Rhodes.
Corky Rhodes and The Undertaker?
That's
Lucky
Friday.
Road. Yeah.
It's Friday.
Why The Undertaker?
WrestleMania.
Oh, the bundle is 2,800 V-Bucks.
So that's $2,800 in real life.
Imagine if they put Stone Cold in Fortnite. That would be cool.
Where is Stone Cold? Why are we not
Exactly.
getting Jey Uso in Fortnite? That would make more sense, right?
Well, yeah, you're right. Actually, that would make
Yeah.
it would make more sense.
You could do an emote of him yeeting.
Yeah.
Some guy brings a sign to wrestling that says Jacob Fatu for Fortnite all the time. I've seen it in like multiple things.
Yeah, what do
Why
you
is
The
it-
Undertaker? What the hell are you gonna do with Undertaker?
I don't know.
I'll take responsibility. That mental 9R takes full responsibility. There you go. All right, he posted another one. Let me see this. Hey, this just take me to the regular Amazon page.
Hey,
It's a
Putting
backdoor
spam.
worm.
Hey, it's for horses. Also, Frank, that flea market's running next week.
Oh crap!
Stormville?
It
Okay.
opens up next weekend.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Maybe I'll go.
Yeah, I can't go. I'll be away for the
You'll
weekend.
be bowling.
I'll
No,
try
I'm
to
gonna
go
be
and see.
Where are you going?
for going to a bachelor party again.
Where? Maine? Spain?
No. Oh my God, Saratoga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, how many
What do we-
fucking friends do you have that are getting married? Where are they getting all this money?
I'm going to weddings back to back. I have one May 23rd and one May 24th.
Jesus.
And I'm a groomsman in both of them.
A Grimsman?
Jeez.
A grimaceman.
A grimace man. Okay.
What are we looking for this year? 360s, original Xboxes. What should I keep my eyes out for if I go?
Anything.
All right.
Anything and everything. Buy the whole
Picture
table.
of Phil Spencer. No. Okay.
No broken
Well, that I-
PS3s or broken PS4s.
Okay.
360s are great. Obviously, original Xboxes. I have people asking for original Xboxes, so keep an eye out for those.
If you see any cool VHSs, let me know too.
Yeah. I'll look out for all that stuff.
Man, I threw all that shit out when I moved. I should have just given it to you guys.
I didn't know I would want it now either, though. All these years later.
My
Yeah.
affiliate links. But it doesn't take me to the page. It just takes me to Amazon when I click that link.
Let me see. What are the dates for that? To make sure. 55 years this flea market's been going on? Holy shit.
Yeah, Fred,
Hey,
I'm almost
really?
that old. Can you believe it?
Shit. My dad's gonna be 55 next month.
Well, you should tell him. Be like, hey, why were you born the same year as the flea market?
He was born on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Yeah, that's a big day for us, too.
Yep.
Game
see.
Pass Ultimate got a new perk, the ability to stream some games directly to their consoles.
Yeah.
We've been doing that.
It's a bring your own game or whatever they call it. You know, I have a bone to pick with PlayStation while we have nothing to talk about.
Go ahead.
Okay, so they gave away Borderlands 3 with PS Plus or whatever, but there's tons of DLC and stuff. The game's been out for like 5 years. So the Ultimate Edition is on sale for like $20, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just buy the Ultimate Edition cuz it runs at 120 frames. I want all the stuff, like I'm going to get it on the Pro." You can't buy the Ultimate Edition if you have the other edition. So the only way to do it is you have to call PlayStation and have them take that game off your account that you got for free with Plus.
What
It's the only way to do it. You can't buy. They won't let you buy it.
That's
I
so
don't know
stupid.
why. It makes no sense. And like I looked online and other people have had this problem, and it's been like years and they haven't fixed it.
Sony needs to get off their own ass.
Like why? I don't
That
understand. I'm
happened
trying to
with Final
spend more
Fantasy
money.
VII Remake. Remember, they wouldn't let people upgrade that downloaded it for free on Plus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's an extra $10.
But like this game's not even an upgrade. Like literally, I'd be buying the whole game again. It just happens to be really cheap for like all the stuff, but they won't let me buy it. Like I don't understand. So if my Plus runs out, I won't have that game anymore, and I can't ever buy it. Like I'm just screwed. There's nothing I can ever do.
You have to buy
So
it
I don't know
physically.
why. Yeah, and they do sell it physically for cheap, but I don't want. Like I have all my stuff digital. I don't want to do that. So
Well,
it's
then
just
you're
annoying.
going to have to call and speak to them. Hopefully, they don't ban your entire account by accident.
If we go to
Don't
GameStop
steal it from us.
tomorrow
Frank.
and they have it for cheap, I'll just buy it physical probably because I think it's like under $20 physical now. So
Oh, yeah?
yeah, we'll
You
see.
don't steal from us, Frank.
Even though I'm trying to give them more money, that's how dumb they are.
You can't steal from us. Step aside.
Oh yeah, you can't steal from my Japanese, and they hang up the phone on you.
Oh shit.
Can you please remove this free game from my account? No, you doing scam.
Yeah. We do not talk to scammers.
They take their swords out. Ah!
Yeah.
If I
Mate.
call, they'll probably ban my account.
That's what I'm saying. I hate dealing with these guys. Microsoft
That's
had
why-
everything good, and then they screwed everything up.
That's why it's not worth it to me to call because I'm scared I'll get it banned or something.
Assholes.
Are
Not
you
allowed.
streaming at all this week, Anthony?
Possibly Friday.
All right, good. Because you haven't been on all week.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was just working on a few videos and people will see them this week as well.
I was playing Mortal Kombat 3. It turned 30 yesterday.
Oh shit!
Or the 15th. Bro, that video
Yeah,
got
that's
like
insane.
300 views in like an hour. I don't know why. People love their fighting games.
Yeah.
I might play more Mortal Kombat down the line.
Yeah, it's great games, man. It's classic. Classic games right there.
Hell yeah.
Sucks they won't re-release them.
Yeah, you know, every fucking game known to man is on the Switch except for that collection. The Mortal Kombat trilogy. It's a shame.
They could even put them on the service. Like, why? I don't understand it.
Put MK
They-
trilogy on the N64 and put Mortal Kombat 4 on the N64 thing.
Yeah, they have that mature thing that they don't add anything to. Like, just do that. What are you doing?
Right. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
Apparently GameStop has Dead Rising remaster for $30. Yeah, but Frank got that at Walmart like 5 months ago for $20.
Yeah.
20 or
And
25?
I got it. I think it was like $22. And then I got it on Steam when that website mispriced it for like 10. Still have that.
That game's okay. That game kind of sucks though.
I don't think it's worth $30. I
No.
mean, you get it cheaper.
I streamed it and I was like, yeah, it's all right. And then I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Any questions from the chat? It might end a little bit early tonight.
They did get the bonus show on Friday, so
You got the bonus show. You got a massive rant earlier about Xbox and Phil Spencer.
That interview was still I'm still shocked it was that bad. I was expecting it to be bad, but that was bad. Like that was bad.
Dude, he must have been on something because I don't know. Maybe if I hear it, I'll kind of get it, but I don't understand.
I don't even know if it's in a video form.
Well, then it's totally
Might be.
fucked then. So
anyone who tuned in late, go back and watch that. It was amazing. That
It was
rant.
hilarious.
I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what to say about it. Can there just be a week where Xbox doesn't do something dumb? Because I don't want to talk about them because I'm tired of it. Nintendo, they screwed up big time for the Switch 2 with the pricing, and we got on them for that for about 2 weeks. And here we are with Xbox again. It was like, come on.
I don't know
Yep.
if this is in or not, but
What?
I think I found the interview, the video of it.
We'll make
I don't
sure.
know. I don't know if it is or not, but
I don't think
What's
there's
the
a
date
video
on
of
it?
it.
it was 11 days ago.
No, that's not it. This interview came out this morning.
It says interview with Phil Spencer, 50th anniversary of Microsoft. That's what it says. Title.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Oops.
It's probably another one that he did just talking about that, but
Gotcha.
That interview was wild. Yeah, I still don't know what he was talking about.
It looks like shit.
Of course he does. Don't worry, Fred. We're gonna miss him when he's gone. Bro, I ain't gonna miss that guy at all. I'm gonna say thank God he's out of here.
why not?
Have
should
you
just
seen
retire.
what's happened to this brand since he's been there?
Oh, come on. It's better than Don.
I'm almost done with Doom Eternal on the king of consoles, the PS5. Mental, you got to go get a Pro before they raise the price of that shit over there. Like, no joke. You got to
Well,
do it.
his won't go up, I don't think. Will it?
Does he want to take a risk and find out?
I wouldn't. I would just go get it. It's worth it.
That's crazy. Hey, if somebody donates like $50 right now, I'll buy Indiana Jones live on the air on PlayStation.
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
do
be
it.
checking that out. So I'll let you guys know what I think.
I'll do it. I'll do it live on the air right now.
Right now.
Fred, what could you put on your head for $50 right now? Sardines?
Okay, that's worth $50.
I have those
Yeah.
ready.
Are they expired yet?
No, sardines don't go bad.
It lasts like forever.
These things last until 2028.
Jesus.
That's
Because they're in
disgusting.
they're fermented in a can.
They're fermented. What?
I don't know if they're fermented. I don't know what that
Cemented?
They're encased in salt.
No, Mental, you need the Pro. People are raving about Indiana Jones and the Pro. It's not even funny.
Sodina Pilachartis. I don't know.
Oh, Stevie Mac mentioned that Yoshida interview. That was stupid. He's
You know,
He
what
said
is with these PlayStation guys? Yoshida and Yosemite Sam over there. What's that guy's name? The rat?
oh,
The
Sean
rat.
Layden.
Sean Layden. Let me tell you something about this fucking guy. I've been reading his interviews lately, okay? This guy eats tons of Taco Bell and cheese, and he fucking farts and stinks up the whole room. And he sits there for like 7 hours and inhales all the farts he just farted. This guy is so high of himself in his opinion. It's like, bro, fuck you. You're a rich asshole who thinks your opinion is superior than everybody else's. Fuck that guy. And shithead Yoshida, yeah, you know, Switch isn't doing nothing different. What do you want them to fucking do? Says the guy that was running a company that put a 4 or 5, soon to be 6. The PlayStation 5 has no identity, you fucking moron. Dude, what crack are all these guys smoking? Are all these guys doing drugs?
Well, can you believe him?
They all
of
got money, so
people
they must
said
be
that?
snorting something.
of all the people to say they don't have an identity. Why would PlayStation has like lost their identity like for 3 generations? Like, what is he talking about?
Been a while.
Nintendo's identity is the games, not the.
Let me
box
tell
it
you
comes
something,
in.
motherfucker, okay? Both you fucking guys. You guys got lucky with the PS4. Because if Microsoft didn't fuck up, nobody would buy that bullshit. You know it, I know it, and the chat room knows it. Just saying. So before you fucking start sniffing your own farts all night, no one was going to buy that shit before Microsoft fucked everything up. People were going to jump on Xbox still because the 360 was going crazy. You got lucky, punk. Both of you punks. You both got lucky. Yeah, man. Those guys, they annoy me. That Sean
Such a
Layden guy is
tone-deaf
the
thing to
worst.
say.
What?
No, I can't stand that guy either, and it's such like a tone deaf thing to say. Like, how do you not look at your own company that you just came from and be like, oh yeah,
Our fear
we're
for
way
the
worse.
industry. He said a couple of weeks ago too. This guy, Sean Layden. Our fear for the industry. It's like, oh, fuck off, man. Go take your money and fucking get a hooker or something, you stupid fat slob.
Oh, he's trying to weasel his way in to get a job again. Like, oh, you need me.
What job? The guy looks like a dick. I hate
look.
that guy. I hate that guy.
These guys just updated 49 days until the release of the Switch 2. Because we just hit over.
You need a pro
midnight.
mental. Even though if you have a PC, you need a pro. Telling you. The day you get it and you hook it up, you're going to be like, holy shit. Xbox screwed the pooch with Xbox One. Underpowered processor, overpriced. Yeah, I mean, but if they didn't do the whole DRM thing and they didn't like triple down on it the way that they did, they would have had the audience.
Oh yeah.
But the fact is, Xbox did what they did, and PlayStation 4 just got lucky because we all knew it. We all knew the failure of the 3. And I don't want to hear this. Well, they caught up eventually. No, they caught up because they stayed on the market for an extra 10 years. That's why. Nobody ever realizes that. They don't factor in those numbers.
They were giving it away, and it was out.
Eventually,
for like,
the PS3 caught up to the 360. It's like, no, they didn't. The 360 was done. They discontinued it. And PlayStation kept selling the PS3 for an extra 10 years.
and it was like dead cheap in the last couple of years too. Like they were giving it away with games. and
$99.
stuff, remember that? Yeah, everyone was buying it then because it was so cheap.
The Kinect in there also fucked them. Yeah, I mean, that was a big... They should have had the 2 different offerings. One with the Kinect and one without. 2 different price points. Boom, done. Extra 4 years and it was basically... Yeah. That's what I say, like... And then people are like, well, the Wii U outsold everyone. It's like, okay, that's a different thing. It was that generation, but it was a completely different... The Wii was doing its own thing. They were in their own ball game. But when you come to PlayStation and Xbox 360, the 360 slaughtered that motherfucker. But all the revisionist history I see on YouTube is, well, Microsoft had the Red Rings of Death. And then because of that, the PlayStation 3 was able to catch up in sales. It's like, that's not what happened. We were all there for that. And by the way, there was something called the Yellow Light of Death on the PlayStation 3. Everyone sweeps under the rug like that never happened. We saw a lot of that.
Disk drives.
The disk drives and the Yellow Light of Death.
Yep.
And like you said here, I've witnessed it too. People would buy multiple 360s. They would send theirs out and buy another. I know
Anthony did it.
Everyone I knew had 2 360s.
Anthony's broke. They sent it in. He went to GameStop and bought a brand new one.
Yeah.
And the whole point was like, well, we have a backup now in case it breaks.
Yep.
Because that's how popular the machine was.
Yeah. I knew lots of people who had 2. 2 of them at least.
Telling you, man, like people forget all this stuff. I was there for that. You gotta tell the truth about this stuff. You can't be like, oh yeah, no, the Red Ring caused PlayStation to catch up. It's like, that's not what happened at all. Go call Doc Brown and jump in his DeLorean because you're gonna go back there and get shocked.
Buddy.
It's the Mandela effect. This didn't happen. Like, no, it fucking happened. You're stupid. That's why.
Buddy.
Go back there and talk about inflation with your friends. You fucking idiot. They're gonna be like, what's that?
Buddy.
Why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Make like a tree and leave. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's right. PlayStation. By the way, Mental, you know what PlayStation was doing with the PS3? If yours broke, they needed the original receipt from the store. Even though they could scan your serial number and see where it was sold, they wanted people's original receipt from the store, and the machine had to be cleaned before you sent it into them. Like, they did everything to get you to deny your claim or whatever. It was fucking horrible.
Yep.
Absolutely horrible.
Even the PS4, when mine broke, they were like, we need the original receipt. And I called GameStop and I was like, can you guys get that? And they're like, no, we only go back 6 months. So then GameStop replaced it for me because PlayStation wouldn't do it. And it was less than a year. They weren't going to fix my system.
That was for the Star Wars one?
Yeah. And then because I had...
He had the Darth Vader PS4 Slim. I'm sorry. The Darth Vader PS4 Fat. And it broke. What happened? Blue light?
No, it would just overheat and shut off. I was playing Horizon when it first came out, and it would just like get too hot
It was
and
like
shut
what
off.
mine was doing with Uncharted. Remember, I had to put the 1970s fan next to it.
Yeah,
Right.
but I had it for only a couple months, and then they wouldn't. They wanted the original receipt. I couldn't get it, so GameStop was like, "We'll just give you all the credit back." And then I had enough to get the PS4 Pro because it was
The
the
same
same amount.
price.
So I just got that instead.
Yeah. So
So
you upgraded for free
yeah, so it worked out in my
because the
favor in
system
the
was a piece of
end.
shit
But
to begin with.
yeah, but they did try to screw me with that. They're like, "Oh, you got to get the receipt." It's like, how am I gonna? It was 8 months ago or whatever. Like, how am I gonna get that? Now you could just go online and look up your receipts easily, but back then it wasn't so easy. 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's right, Dreadpool. They also had the roaches on the return thing. If they found roaches in their console, they would just send it back, which I understand. Nobody wants roaches, but the fact that they even have that on there, though, is kind of scary. Are people really sending in roach infested consoles? That must be nuts.
We had to deny people at Geek Squad because they call it an
Bro,
infestation.
how do you get roaches? Like, how is that a thing?
I don't know.
How dirty does your house have to be to get roaches?
You just eat food and throw it on the floor and don't ever throw it away, I guess. I don't know. It's disgusting though. Nobody wants to work on that, like you said.
Ugh. Switch 2 orders are just announced. You're fucking with everybody, right?
I've been refreshing.
Oh,
all
no,
day.
no, no, no. Oh. What is this?
Where?
I say where?
He's definitely lying.
Nah, he's fucking around.
I've literally been refreshing this whole time we've been talking.
God dare you, WK.
I wish it was true. I'd be happy, but
He tagged me at some fucking GameStop guy like posing behind the counter. It's like, what is this? Unless he tagged me wrong.
I'm on all the sites and I don't see anything.
What time is this direct in the morning for Mario Kart? Is it in the morning
9
or
o'clock in the
afternoon?
morning. It's 15 minutes long.
Maybe we'll watch it because she's homesick.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm awake, I'm gonna watch it. But if I'm not up, I'm not gonna worry about it. It's the same thing we've been
Yeah,
seeing.
you know what, man? That's we're gonna get you back. Don't worry.
What? Oh,
You
him?
thought April Fool's was something? We're gonna get you back, big time.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you when it goes up, and we're all gonna get one, and you're not gonna get one.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
Any questions in the chat room? Any questions in the chat room? That thing was so loud, it was getting graphical artifacts. Yeah, my Slim died. I told you guys this a couple of years ago. I had a PS3 Slim on 4.55, which was like the hacked firmware. I turned that shit on at the shop and it was dead.
Oh.
Artifacting all over the screen and it was dead.
That's definitely I had to deal with mine overheating, and then eventually I just traded it into GameStop when they had a good deal. Got the God of War Pro instead.
Yeah, I told you go get that.
And I got lucky because we went to Best Buy. They're all sold out. One of my friends had one behind the Answer Center.
Right.
And he's like, well, I was just going to resell it. But he's like, if you want it, I'll just sell it to you. I was like, all right, cool. So I just got it, face value.
I have the Spider-Man PS5 sealed, and it goes for like $900, but I can't get rid of it. I need to find somebody to take it. Fred. Fred's got to post it on Marketplace.
Oh, I thought you meant Fred buy it. I'm like, why would he buy it?
I had to list it online, or he's got to post it on Marketplace. We just got to get rid of it. I don't even care if I just get what I paid. I just got to get rid of it. It's doing nothing in the closet. It's locked up. Anthony, you gotta give me money for those drums.
Oh yeah,
They're
I got you.
25 a piece. Good old drums. You don't have to do it right now. I'm just reminding you. Down the
Yeah.
line.
I got you.
Capcom is in Japan. What?
Yes, they are.
He
Yes,
said-
they are.
He said, "Where's Capcom?"
Capcom's printing money. They're about the next month. They got the Fighting Collection 2 coming out.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
I grew up with all those games. And Power Stone 1 and 2 are on that.
Yeah.
All the Sega Naomi games. You found what available? Let's see. Oh, there you go. You know, I actually might need this at some point. A 10-pack of single light switches with wall plates. I might need that. It's only going to appreciate in value. Keep it. It's not like it's an Xbox. Wait, what is? What am I missing?
The Spider-Man PlayStation.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got to get rid of it because I'd rather take that money and use it for the Switch. I just
Yeah.
want to have like tons of money so I can secure the Switch. And if I still have all the money left, great. If not, I'm going out with guns blazing. I got enough money to go get all this shit and I'm happy.
You could get a bunch of games and stuff, a controller.
I'm buying everything digital. Fuck that. The controller I'll probably pick up, but I don't know yet. If the 8-bit though controllers I have still work on it, I'm probably not going to get it.
They're saying all the Switch 1 controllers work on this thing, so
Yeah, but this one
that's
has
true.
this one is it's bigger for your hands.
Right.
Which, yes, I have big hands. I don't have little Japanese pee-pee hands. Sorry. Oh, there's $1.99 towards Indiana Jones right there. Fuck the Switch 2 and Phil, says RWK. I agree. Wait a minute. I agree with the second thing, not the first one.
Yeah, the second.
Can we get $48 more so I could go buy this Indiana Jones game live on the air?
Fred will put a sardine on his head.
If not, don't worry about it. Yeah, Fred will put a sardine on his head.
Oh yeah.
Fred, is your medicine working?
It is, but it's just how it is. I'm not contagious or anything. It's just how my voice is. It's just allergies.
Dude, everyone's getting sick.
Mhm.
If I
I was gonna say,
didn't
all
eat those
three of you
damn
dropped.
cheese cubes, I would have been fine. If I ate those cheese cubes, it turned the phlegm in my throat fucked everything up. It actually like
I-
distorted my voice. That's never happened before.
I love cheese cubes.
Yeah, well, I don't anymore, so fuck them.
Hold up. This is what the tin looks like.
The tin. Oh,
Tinned
okay.
fish.
Can.
That's what they call it. Tinned fish.
On the prices, yeah, but that's why you trade stuff in. You know, this way you don't have to pay for any of that stuff.
The Switch 2 is going to be awesome, besides the price.
You could play it while driving a tractor on WK. Come on.
Hey, listen, I'm going with Mario Kart and then Donkey Kong, and then whenever Metroid comes out, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. If they fix the other games too, I mean, hey, I'm happy with if Pokemon runs right and Zelda runs better. I got GameCube on there day one. That's good for me. There's only 3 GameCube games coming out day one now. I think it's Wind Waker, F-Zero, and something else.
Soul Calibur 2.
Soul Calibur 2. That was
Those
it.
are great games.
Yeah.
That's a great start for a day one.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see what GameCube games we get on there.
Oh, there's so many good ones they could put on. Even just first party ones they could throw on there.
Switch
ton.
to $5.99. If it's $5.99, I think that's going to be a huge problem for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I think they gotta they'll probably eventually put the DS on there, but that would have been cool if that was at the start too.
Yeah,
It
they
was
could
on
do
Wii
DS.
U.
What?
Yeah.
The DS was on Wii U. There's a bunch of DS games you can buy on Wii U.
Right.
Yeah.
The only thing about the
Yeah.
DS games, when you dock the Wii U, I mean the Switch, I mean, how is this going to work?
I mean, the emulator, you could do it with the two screens sideways, so maybe they'll do that. I don't know. I don't know how it'll work.
Oh, on the TV screen?
Yeah, but then if there's any touch stuff, you're screwed because how would you? I don't know. Some
Well,
games
they
just
would
won't
make
work.
it where you would like click in the Joy-Cons and there would be like a touch cursor
Yeah.
or something you can use.
How am I
Yeah.
supposed to poke Jill with the stylus? I can't do that.
No, you could do it.
That'd be
I'm trying
awesome.
to
They had
think,
our Resident Evil Deadly Silence on the DS.
Hey
That'd be
man, what if
fucking
they
killer.
announced this summer that the Resident Evil games are coming to Switch too?
that has
Maybe
to
that's
happen.
why they were all rated again, a couple of months ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if Capcom does their own event, which is possible, that could be a moment for them to do that.
I'd be down.
That'd be cool. I
They
would
should
buy that
put,
immediately.
They should put Eternal Darkness on that GameCube thing.
I think they will. That's
That would be a
definitely one
good
that
one.
they should. Put I mean, I was gonna say they could even put RE2 on the N64. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah, that could happen.
They should.
That's such a cool version.
That's
I
a
was streaming that.
standalone game too, by the way. So it's not like they would have to put all the.
Yeah.
Why was it rated again? We talked about this, RWK. They said they were going to re-release them, and we thought for PS5, but now I'm thinking maybe it's the Switch too. RE4, RE3, RE2, RE1. What was it? RE4 remake? No, RE4 remake was not remake. Re-rated. It was like 1 through 5 that were re-rated over the course of last year, and we were like, when is this? Where is this stuff coming out?
Yeah. When is it dropping? Yeah.
Maybe it's going to drop on Switch 2 this summer or something.
Makes sense.
This way
They
we
would
could
do it.
play them.
I need RE4 remake on the Switch 2 in 60 frames. Like that would just be so awesome.
Yeah.
If it's not $80.
That would be killer.
You might get it at 30, but yeah, I'll still take it on Switch 2. That'd still be great.
Yeah, if they charge like $40 for it or something, like okay.
I'm down.
Yeah, I would definitely get that.
RE2
said,
right now is the PS5 copy is $20 on Amazon. If anybody.
Just
He's
so
up.
you know, Anthony, the cloud version of RE2 Remake does not work on the Switch 2. Dude, it's a cloud
Interesting.
version. How does it not work?
Yeah. Maybe they're just like, we're gonna put it out natively, so just buy that.
I hope they do. That's
Yeah.
one of the reasons why this thing is
It's
going to be
leaning
awesome.
towards that. Yeah.
I could do that on my Lenovo. That's fine, but this Switch, you just pick it up and turn it on, and you're playing the Resident Evil remakes. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, we know it can run. We've seen like all these other games run
Yeah.
on it.
Also, they just have to, even for like Remake and Zero that were on the Switch, especially Zero, the load times were horrendous. You're talking like 25 seconds between door, loading. It's like, why? You know what I mean? Like a lot of those games, like if you're doing Remake, just unlock that, make it 60. Because if it is getting re-released or updated, let's just say, then that would make it perfect. Do Zero and Remake 60 frames on all the machines,
Right.
including Switch 2. That's what they should do. But we'll see. Shouldn't have been locked to begin with, but
Yeah, you know what pisses me off? RE1 and Zero are locked on the Switch when the Switch can run it at 60.
yeah, the load times suck on the Switch version though, so they'd have to fix both.
Well,
Both
the
of 'em.
Switch has the Express
Yeah.
thing, which is like a lot quicker than regular SD. So
There's actually a video. They showed Zelda loading from Switch 1 versus Switch 2, and it's
I saw
massively
that.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like warping or like going through that portal thing.
Yeah.
yeah, when is
I don't even know what it's
RE4
called.
remake coming to the fucking Portal? I mean, I want to play it on there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You could stream
I
it
don't
on
know.
the PS5 to begin with, but not the Portal.
They should.
It's
They,
been out
they
for
should add
2
that.
years. I mean, they should fucking add it. It's not. I don't know.
Dude, the minute they add it to the Portal, I'm playing that game. Like 100%. I'll play that shit in bed. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been 2 years. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know
Alrighty.
what they're doing.
Of course. I cough right before I'm about to end this thing. We're going to run. I want to thank you all for watching. Frank, I will let you know at some point tomorrow if I'm going to go over there or not.
Yeah, just let me know.
If not, maybe Friday morning I'll go over there, depending on what's going on. But
Yeah, they're on. The kids are on spring break, so you can pretty much go whenever. Just let me know.
all right, good. Yeah, and that's it. So I'll see the two of you. By the way, really quick before we go, the sleepover camping thing or whatever. We were doing this Saturday and Sunday in May.
I believe so. So essentially,
You're
what we
coming up
talked about-
Sunday, Anthony, right?
Correct. That's the anniversary.
But I'm asking
day.
these two. We were also doing Saturday, right?
Yeah. I'll come Saturday because I can't stay over Sunday, obviously. So I'll
Right.
come Saturday.
That's
and
what I
hang
was
out,
saying.
late. Yeah.
So we're gonna have 2 nights of camping:
Yeah.
Saturday
So what-
night and Sunday night.
What date's that?
The
18th.
17th and 18th.
All right,
Yes. 17th,
it.
18th. Yep.
I got it.
And then Anthony will be there till the 19th, but obviously I won't be able to do that.
Because I had to get
Yeah,
blow up mattresses. So we're gonna need 3 for Saturday.
I'll bring my own mattress. I have one, so don't worry about me.
So we're gonna need 2 for Saturday and 2 for Sunday.
Yeah.
Unless Fred wants to sleep over there on Sunday as well. I don't know. It's up to you, Fred.
Yeah. I don't care either way. I think I have a blow up mattress too. I gotta double check.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't have mold on it.
Yeah.
His meat on it.
Oh God.
Yeah, that was a different time.
That was a different time.
All right. I'll let you guys go. Guys, happy Easter to you guys.
Yeah. Happy
Yeah,
Easter,
happy
guys.
Easter.
Happy Easter.
And
have a
chat
good one.
room, happy Easter. Even though we're gonna stream, we'll talk to you guys during the weekend. But yeah, just in case, everybody, happy Easter. Have a good one. And we will catch you guys later. So peace out.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Cool.
You said